Corey, you're welcome in here. Oh, there he is. Hello there. What's going on? Hey, everybody. This is not an official episode of Shot from the Point. This is the April member stream. The other one was the other day. It's still up, by the way. I like the fact that the YouTube gives you these members options and what have you. I think I'll be releasing bits and pieces of that one, especially Matt Pitt's part. I got to get that I got to chop that up. And yeah, we're just going to go over Shot from the Point, the movie. And it's basically just a collection of, it's a montage of clips. And I'm going to go over any questions. And Matt's good because Matt's new on the team. And if he has any questions about anything, I can't hear anything through this stupid hat. Fuck it. So like if you have questions in the chat or anything like that, and I'll let you know what's going on at the time. It basically covers from 2012 to 2020. And this was my plan for last year. Everybody says they're going to make another movie for year 9. And I was like, no. Because no. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have to do something for the 10th anniversary. And I have no idea what to do. And I have 12 months to figure it out. So, yeah, we'll check it out. Should I? I think. Yeah, but see, like, I don't think King gives a shit about my, like, Clown would definitely do it, right? But I don't think King gives a crap about my success or. No. No. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. I didn't even leave that on. No, I almost let it. I'm all right. Now, I had a problem because I recorded that video before. Good thing. Nobody could hear you, I think. Yeah, I fucked it up. Good start. Good start to the show. All right. We got Nick here, Matt here, and Core Master. And yes, that was 100% my fault. It wouldn't be a Shot for the Point if there wasn't some kind of stupid. There was an echo for a second for douchebag. It was a whole. It wasn't even a sentence. So, all right. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go with the video. I'll pause it at certain points. I really liked the reception last year was like amazing. I recognize a lot of you guys in here. And if I had one regret about it, and remember I put it together in 3 days because I'm like, holy shit, it's 8 years. So that means half hockey, half.
Dude, that was a whole year ago?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's a year.
Oh my God.
Like I released it last week. So the real anniversary is like the 11th and 12th, right? The 11th and 12th. And what ended up happening was I made a couple of videos on Facebook. I don't know if I named it. I think I named it at some point in Facebook. And then I was like, then I took it over to YouTube and I got a 1,000-hit video making fun of Brendan Shanahan in one of his videos or criticizing one of his calls. It did like 1,000 back then. I had, how many subs? I didn't have 100 subs. I didn't get 100 subs until 2014, and 1,000 was the minimum to stream, and they had just dropped it to 100, and I just crossed 100 at the time that they dropped to 100. Now you can stream at any number. So it's like that was the whole dream because me and Dave would record it as a podcast and then upload it. As basically a hockey podcast. So I guess we'll start. Yeah, this ought to be. No, I'm wrong fucking one. So this is Shot from the Point in the movie. Let's see if it's going to be loud enough. All right. This might be too loud, actually. And here we go. Actually, I love that thing you, the boost. That's perfect. You know that? Nick?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I kept it. Because it's perfect for the show because some of these videos are like sometimes I have a problem when I review like YouTube videos. They're not loud
too
enough.
Low, and it's like I don't like raising the whole browser because sometimes the browser gets like weird.
It depends on the video. It really depends on the video. So if I don't have to worry about cutting up. Oh Jesus Christ! Snowflake with $100. Congrats, Tom. You deserve it. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Snowflake 187. A lot of people reaching out to me. Like I had this guy. He called yesterday for the first time. I want to give him a shout out. He's got like a French name. He was the guy that called in about the what Caucasian meant. Jesus Christ! Yeah. I have to piss again. For fuck's sake, I'm actually a little nervous. That's huge, by the way. And he was like, he never called for years, and I could tell just by the way he talks. He's like a huge fan. And he knows all the shit. Like that's like a complete and total fucking bug out. Oh Jesus, Boohoo comes up with a big 50. This one's for you guys. This is paying you back. I didn't expect so much generosity.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
especially in a stream like this.
Of color.
4 beers waiting for the stream. We got more. I've never had to do this during the show, but the guys know I have to piss every time, no matter how many times I piss prior to that, and I just went to the bathroom, so I guess I'm nervous. Beck's cold? No, not Beck's cold.
You broke the seal, Tommy.
It's nerves. It's being old. Hang on. Let
me speak. Better to be pissed off than pissed on, if you know what I mean. Did you guys see Scrimmix, the Roblox guy, made a video going over a shooting?
Yeah, I saw it, and he was defending. I think he was defending the cops, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any issue with him covering it. I mean, some people are like making like a moral thing, like, oh, the kids or whatever. I just thought it was hilarious. It's just like he's doing Roblox gameplay, and then it's like police body cam footage of the guy getting blown apart.
That like reminds me of like old YouTube where they'd be like gameplay, and then all of a sudden they cover like a huge serious topic out of nowhere.
If I was in the old place, I would have lit up a cigarette. Yeah, I could get away with that back then. But no, that's not happening in the living room. That's never going to happen. So yeah, we're going to go with it. Thanks so much, Boohoo. You're such a big supporter for so much time now. I do appreciate it. Yeah, let's start it. Again, my problem with the first part, it's mostly a montage. I'll give you some background on. Actually, I want to see what you guys are saying during this too. I'll give you backgrounds in the mods if you have some kind of interest. I might take calls after. This is gonna take a while. So the whole thing's an hour and 4 minutes. Then I'll try to comment on what you're saying in the chat if there's any kind of questions or interest, or if I can remember a funny story. So here it is. Shot from the point, the movie. I think Pip and Pete made this, if I'm not mistaken. What does it say? It's the 12th. So I was right. It's 2 days ago. That's it. That was the first YouTube upload.
Well, I'm taking this way too far. Check it out, a nifty intro.
And Mike. That was the first time I learned that you get claimed if you upload fucking NHL videos. I didn't even know. I didn't know when I first uploaded. I didn't know people made money on YouTube. In 2012, really? I had no idea. I figured if they did, they were the top flight and direct sponsors. I had no idea there was some kind of program.
Well, that's how it used to be. You'd have to be like a huge channel, and they'd invite you to the partner program.
Yeah.
When I found out, they just started inviting everybody. I was like, "What the fuck? Hold on, I'm coming back."
Yeah, it was soon after this where they kind of invited everybody. Oh no, I think around this time that they were like, they'd like go for it. Yeah, it's gonna make us tons of money. Yes, and I was 9 years ago. So right, I was what, how old am I now? I was 30, 33, 34, something like that in that picture. Yeah.
You're older than me.
Yeah, a little bit. Dead on Dave is, of course, our first co-host. The funny thing about Dead on Dave is we met in 2009 playing 2008 playing cards. And he used to rail on hockey and say what a lame, stupid sport it was, and it was kind of for idiots. And then he kind of got into it watching, I think not the World Juniors, but what is that thing they go to where they don't make the playoffs and they play for the country? What is that called? They do that every year.
World Juniors. I don't know.
That's the World Juniors. No, the pros. Like Ovechkin's played for Russia a bunch of times. Like if you get eliminated like the first round, or you don't make the playoffs, that's when Team USA gets like all their best players. You know?
Yeah.
Here we go. So Dead on Dave. This is Dead on Dave's first time. He is the first co-host.
until I really sat down and watched it and realized just how magnificent the game was and how I was missing out for not watching it.
All right, the reason I put this in, I'm not going to do this all the time. I'm going to let it play out. I quickly realized, even though my wife bought me an editing program, she wasn't my wife yet. I hated videos. I still do to some extent. I just never was interested in the video part of it. I thought stream of consciousness talking Howard Stern's WFAN in New York was what I wanted to do.
But you grew up listening to the radio.
I was huge, but I was weird even for a kid. You know, like I loved radio. You know, my first Ranger game was on the radio, 1988. You know,
I think the first stream I ever did was like a rip off of your template.
Oh, really? Yeah, it was a goof, right? I think I remember that.
No. I think this is way before I knew you, like personally.
Oh, really? All right, this is a copyright infringement up the asshole. You can check this out. If you look, this is I took a shot from the movie Slapshot, which is like one of my favorite movies, and I just put the logo over it, and that was the logo. Like total copyright infringement. I'm surprised nobody. This was like the logo. This is the plant.
Welcome to the brand spanking new Shot from the Point podcast. That's right here. I got Dead On Dave with me.
I am. What's going on, Tommy?
Oh, not much. Not much.
If you listen to
was that?
If you listen, yeah, it's like I have no idea what it. Like I had no idea how to do it. And the best part, the first question I asked Dave to talk about, he admitted like a year later that he had no idea what I was asking him because he was very new to hockey. But he was the only guy I knew that would be willing to do something like this. So he did grow into it, you know. And he did get. I mean, Dave's sports background is immense. I mean, he knows basketball, football, and I would say he's more than knowledgeable on hockey now if he's been keeping up. But he got good at it eventually.
Hockey fans nervously watching for any word considering a labor dispute between the league and the players union. Today, more cuts across the league, and we now know that the first 3 exhibition games for the San Jose Sharks have already been canceled. The lockout began Sunday when the collective bargaining agreement expired, and today the league.
So we do the entire 2012 playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And it was an amazing playoff. Who won that year? Was it Los Angeles? Yes, Los Angeles.
I remember that one. Very well.
Los Angeles won that year. Rangers had a really good run. They beat New Jersey. New Jersey beat them. Henrique, it's over.
Every fucking. I just want to interject here. Every time you watch any compilation of overtime goals, you watch Henrique score on Lundqvist over and over again. Well, and then the next clip is Martinez.
Here's the best part, though. In fairness to the Devils, they literally had to go almost like 19 years straight with Mateau. So I think the Henrique gets over clip is probably.
It's just crazy that the Rangers have like 2 of the most infamous losses in the last 10 years.
That's true. That was a big one. No kidding. So what happens here, and I told Dave it was coming because I had experience in '95, and then when I joined the Army in 2005, and I remember Dave saying to me, "That was great. Oh, that was awesome. I can't wait to do it next year." I go, "We're not going to do it next year. I guarantee they go on strike. They don't have a collective bargaining. They do it every time." He says, "There's no way this could build the sport. This could bring it to more to compete towards basketball." And I said, "You watch. They're gonna fucking blow it." And they did. They did. So our little experiment was over, and we didn't have it. God, I don't think I pulled more than 50 hits on any one of these episodes, and everybody probably upper right hand corner clicked immediately. So this is it. This is me ending Shot from the Point. Yeah, I should have made videos. What I should have kept doing that. Probably be rich. Yep, lockout came.
You're listening to the most badass hockey podcast in all of Nowhere.
It's a Ranger fan.
Coming at you on demand from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass hockey podcast in the known man's land.
If you look, I took that screenshot last year, all right? 59 views last year. It's got 2 likes. Probably me and Dave. No, probably Dave and some other guy.
This is a shot from the point, the 2012-2013 season, the NHL season. We're going to talk about all the happenings in the NHL this season. You know,
I don't sound any younger. I'm literally going through a Guitar Hero microphone because it's all I could afford. What you're hearing now is it's being compressed through a mixer. So my voice hasn't changed at all. Oh, Jesus. Banana grabber. Big 1-0. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. I did not expect it. This is for you. I didn't expect this, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm absolutely overwhelmed. I'm filled with, oh, boy. Let's keep going.
I had this, like, stupid bit that I was going to do, and I spent up all night writing it about the hockey podcast and the NHL season, and you know, it pretty much is a stupid bit because and I was going to like transition and do that thing that the radio guy voice you just heard, and I was going to transition into, but there's no season, is there? And I've just decided that I'm not going to do that. I'm basically going to talk to you about what's going on, because if you're listening to this, you probably are pretty hardcore hockey fan, because I can't imagine a casual guy listening to
2 likes, yeah, I bet.
a podcast on YouTube. But I have to really go over the lockout for a bit, because I have a really different take on it. A lot of people are pissed off at Gary Bettman. A lot of people are just angry in general because this is like the second time in 8 years. And
That's 3 times.
I'm here to tell you that it's not Gary Bettman's fault. It's yours. It's your fault. Well, essentially.
Can you see the WFAN monologue there? Like, Nick? Nick?
Wait, what?
Can you hear the... I'm really trying to channel like a monologue from WFAN. Yeah.
It's your fault. You're an enabler. You're helping this stuff go on. The reason the players are coming to Europe, the reason this is falling apart, is because the NHL owners are well aware that they're going to make just enough money selling their crap that you will continue to buy while you blame the patsy, the deliberate patsy, Gary Bettman. You know, don't give me any crap.
And you talk fast.
And you know what? I was right then and right now. They don't have any fucking people in the stands, and the league marches on and adds teams. So it was like every year they say there's a lockout, right? They're like, Gary Bettman comes out and says, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, the league can't thrive unless we have a new CBA, right? They cut out half the season. There you go. And everything goes on just fine, even though they lose all that profit, right? And what you do is you blame Gary Bettman. Gary Bettman was high. Before Gary Bettman, they had an NHL president, and he was kind of a go-between between the players and the owners. Gary Bettman is an owner's representative. That's all he is. So you blame him, and he doesn't give a rat's ass, you know. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I still think it is on us in a way, because we keep falling for the same trick. First one was 95. Next one was 2003. And, you know, when is the CB up for the NHL this year? It's got to be coming to an end soon. And this is 2012. Let's see.
That would be really awkward.
NHL, CB. They ain't going to do it now, bud.
Imagine if they did a lockout right now, right before the Seattle expansion draft.
Yeah, collective. Yeah, there's a lockout in 94, 95, 2004, 2005, the year I joined the Army, and 2012 and 13.
Dude, it feels like just yesterday it was 2012, 2013.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
You're telling me.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I was just entering my 30s. Now I'm just going into my late 40s.
Like I literally just lost my leg in 2012.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You talk loud.
Like a radio guy, Howard Lederer returning to the Bellagio since the first.
You go way louder and way faster, and you don't sound like
Matt,
that.
What's up?
I don't mean to shit on you here.
That's good.
All I'm going to tell you is Henrik Lundqvist lost the cup. So that's more important than losing. Oh, never mind.
You almost sound angry as
He
you're
never
spouting
got
off the
No,
stuff.
he didn't. Poor bastard.
Like the Hulk. I'm just man, that's the trick. I'm angry all the time.
Chloe smash.
Yeah, great movie. But yeah, you can check out my show Poker Alert, which is on YouTube. Please.
Yes, I was going to transition to a poker channel.
Nice. That sounds great. Hey, that would be great now, by the way. That's starting to hit the algorithm.
Is it really? I'm so shocked. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is so stupid about it was right after Poker's Black Friday. Poker's been on a dive since 2012. Still.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're hitting the algorithm hard or not. You're almost better off going to Twitch for that.
Yeah. No Jumper does it, and Ice Poseidon, I think, started doing it.
Yeah, but they're playing. I was covering the pros.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do shit.
No, I ain't gonna do shit. But I tell you something. Prior to that, and from 2003, when the Moneymaker, it was probably the worst thing in the world.
That was
my
huge.
YouTube channel.
I remember that.
Check out my Facebook crap if you want to keep up with all the latest poker news.
And there was a channel that I deleted. There was a poker SFTP poker channel.
Can't even think.
I like to brand everything, I guess. Nick always makes fun of me because of that. Poker's kind of coming back. That's good news. I hope that's true.
Right. I'm done, Dave.
I'm pretty much done too.
Done.
Obama
Let me tell
ruined
you
it.
something. Hockey. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hockey fans.
Yeah. Hockey fucks.
I'm through with you. I'm doing what you can't do. I have the strength to walk away from the game. And you should too, because it'll probably have more effect. I am going to destroy something I hold dear, and I'm going to do it right now.
I didn't hold it that
Right
dear
now,
at that point.
I'm going to destroy this fucking show forever.
Push the button, Tommy.
Right, I'm going to push the fucking button. And you made me do it. You made me do it, hockey fans. It's your fault. You know what? Enjoy your lockout, motherfuckers, because this is it.
There's your first bomb. That was your bomb, and as some of you know, I grew up listening to a radio personality by the name of Don Imus. He died a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and that was his bit. He would blow up people on the phone, and I've been pretty open that I ripped it off. It's a radio gimmick. Everybody rips everybody off. So there you go. There's the first bomb, and that was one of the first and only times we've done it before. Me and Jeff did one where he actually planned a gimmick. Like he knew about, like Dave knew about the bomb. He knew what it was. And the best part is because we didn't know how to do a stereo mix or anything, we pretended and then added it later for the upload. So it's funny. But yeah, lockout ended in 2013, and I don't know, like yeah, that lasted 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I was right back into it.
Even NBC is like, that's where he likes to go.
All right, this is Joe Cronin imitating Doc Emmerich, who just retired. What ended up happening after this is after the Boston bombing, I hooked up with this guy, Joe Cronin, and he was doing wrestling, but he had like 4,000 or 5,000 subs, which like blew my fucking mind, you know. And he was a huge Boston Bruins fan. And you know, Joe, like I wouldn't say Joe's untalented. I think he goes low. He kind of goes low hanging fruit a lot, but he could do imitations. He could sing. He could play music. He could do a lot of different stuff. And you know, I really admired him. So he would, you know, let us be on his show, and I'd get a lot of experience that way. That's when I started being like, when he took calls, I would be a complete fucking bastard to the fans. Like that was my like role. And then he would come on here. It was fun times until money started again. But this is before anybody was making money.
Are on, like whatever Kermit the Frog, whatever his name is, who announces on NBC.
We're just gonna do Doc Emmerich impressions.
All right. You do Doc Emmerich impressions while I read the fucking
headlines. If you're
headlines.
watching this broadcast right now, you must click the like button, or it will not go in. Click the like button and put that thumb up in the air. Back to you.
Let's take it down to Pierre Maguire between the glass. Pierre?
It's me
Pierre,
skating
what,
these.
what have you seen down there that maybe our eyes up here are not able to see? Well, Doc, Well, Doc, in between periods, Coach Claude Julien was very upset with the way his team played defense. He was screaming. It was said that you could actually hear him in the Montreal.
That's Joe, and the other guy was Jay Klink, and me and Dave had a little falling out at that time, and Jake kind of replaced him. We did end up bringing Dave back pretty quickly.
Locker room, players were actually laughing at that, and then I masturbated in the urinal.
Shut the fuck up over here! I don't care if you play for the win!
Like I said, man, we're checking because...
All right, this is me calling Jake's mother and telling her that the house that his dead father left him is abandoned and fucking riddled with wild like pets and animals. So I called her up on a Sunday afternoon to tell her that that the house is abandoned. This is like a legit prank call.
Apparently they're getting reports of animals running around the place, dogs, cats, a pungent odor. Nobody seems to be at the home, so we wanted to verify that you're in the home or aware of what might be going on there. We wouldn't get you.
There's somebody. My son lives there.
Your son lives there.
And that's all I'm going to say to you at this moment, okay?
From what I understand, the house appears to be abandoned.
You're not Jack. You're a jerk off. That's what you are.
Well, actually, yeah, because my name's Jack Niehoff.
Mom, it's me.
Well, you can bring
She had already hung up at that point. It was so funny too. His mother was like, he's from New Jersey too, and his mother was like, so I was looking for your show on the radio and I couldn't find it. And like, no, my mom doing the internet. Well, how do you get that on the radio? She's telling all her girlfriends Jake was on the radio.
All you want, but I can still.
No, this is me arguing with the Devils fan over 1994.
I'm just saying in general.
I'm sorry
Let's just say that 1994
I'm
talk
sorry
is
you
gonna.
picked the wrong team. I'm sorry that I'm from New Jersey because I'm from New Jersey, and you didn't enjoy that whole thing. I'm sorry that your fucking parade was in a parking lot and mine was in Manhattan on Broadway.
A couple doors from my kid's room because he's absolutely freaked out at the idea that his cross doesn't have doors.
Did you get in an accident?
There's a lot of hot girls and boxes.
What do you like?
All right, this is one of the funniest things that ever happened. Although, I think I would get in trouble now. There's like a 14-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid, and I asked him if there's any hot girls at Foxwoods where he's staying on vacation, and this is how he answered me.
What do young 13-year-olds like nowadays? Are they are you
Jerking off,
are you a blonde? This is
what he said. I'd probably get him 10 times more trouble for that nowadays.
There's going to be an insider article within the next hour.
I didn't think he was going to say that.
Vladimir Putin's foreign policy, Alex. What a joke.
Yes, Alex is a very loyal soldier of the Red Army.
How you doing?
Oh, this is Vladimir Putin.
Oh, sorry.
Get it right. I will have you killed.
What separates Montreal apart from the other teams is that we play off emotion.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, the music you're hearing right now is the original Hot Shot from the Point theme before Let Me Go.
You know it's not legal in Germany?
Thank God we got a new one.
You cannot say your product is the best.
Don't say my best friend wrote it. Don't say that.
You know that?
Really? Bex is the best beer,
Thanks
maybe, in our opinion, in all Deutschland.
70s, you guys are probably going to laugh at this, but it's kind of funny. His name was Izzy Good Enough.
No, that's bullshit.
No, it's got
That's good.
With you.
Yeah, and Pat, did he play on a line with Mike Hunt? You know, I mean.
No,
Look how heavy Dave is there. Look at that.
Yeah, Dave really lost a lot.
Oh God, he lays less than me now.
Yeah, he looks great now.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah. By the way, there was a player named Izzy Goodenough. I had to apologize to this guy. I thought he was trolling me. He sent me the fucking hockey card. So I mean, we had a lot of fun back then. You know, I mean, it's crazy, but you know, even with at this time, this is probably around 2013 or 14. What we started doing is we did Shot from the Point on Sunday, right, and then a 30-minute update from the day before from Monday to Thursday.
That's what Shot from the Point Dead was, right?
No, Shot from the Point Dead.
My God.
We'll get into that later. Was the Monday through Thursday, but the drama stuff.
Tommy, I watched every fucking episode of this show, and I had no idea what the difference between live and dead was.
Well, you know why? Because they never really explained it to the new audience. Live, what happened was live, like we started before Baited, we started to change, not so much the internet well, we're probably going to head in that direction anyway. It was probably going to happen almost by accident. But we stopped talking about hockey on Sunday and then did the hockey. This show is called In the Crease. So we skipped Shot from the Point hockey and then did hockey during the week. We would occasionally men on, but the Sunday show was the Shock Jock show. We started that in 2015 with Real-talk. And then the rest of the week we did hockey. So we'd make a lot of hockey reference during Shot from the Point, but we would try to pick stories out to goof on. You know?
Dude, I used to like get... I think you like snapped at me one day because I saw Shot from the Point Dead. I'm like, is this one pre-recorded?
No, the Shot from the Point Dead was so a lot. I thought it was a creative name. Yeah, and they're probably my most famous stuff. And I got to be honest with you, I think they're the worst episodes. I cannot get through them now. Right? I can watch stuff from 2017, 18, 19. I cannot get over like just how bad they were. No wonder Keem tried to kick me out.
What's the deal with this 1, 2, 3 door giveaway that's on the chat?
This is when 4chan went after us.
Somebody say
4chan? Wait, what?
Yeah,
4chan went after you?
Yeah, these 4chan guys went after us, but it was the strangest thing. They went in to go after us, and we didn't like freak out. We just laughed, right? They played the racist duck. They would call up and I'll play it right now. I don't give a fuck. I was a little afraid to play this video.
The DuckTales race?
Yeah, they would play this, and that was a big thing. 1, 2, 3 door giveaway. I remember Jake had a really good DuckTales.
Did they just come at you guys at random? Like
anybody that was going live. They just we handled it well. Racist DuckTales, yeah. Nigs boop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Racist DuckTales. Yeah, it was like that, yeah.
Life is like a hurricane.
Hold on.
That's not.
Life is like a hurricane. Here.
This is when they change it. No, but they scientifically accurate DuckTales. No, they don't have it. Well, I'll just play it in the regular thing.
It's on SoundCloud. But
it's on SoundCloud now. Wow, they wiped it off of YouTube. So they would play this in the thing, but they actually kind of gave us a standing ovation because we thought it was funny as fuck. You know, here we go.
Yeah, I think so. John's here on the air. All right.
Life is like
Life is like the N-word. Yeah, that was a great episode, man. We had and they like put a one in the chat if you have respect for Tommy C. And it was really cool. That was like in 2013, 14, somewhere around there.
I see Mike go nuts, but
who cares?
Or any Boston fan, really.
How old is Jeff now? So I think he's only like 21 there. He's like a kid. Yeah. Same room.
Mike Milbury said he would consider coaching Boston.
Bring back that sound clip, please.
I got an admission to make. That was planned. That was one of the few times that my laugh was scheduled, so to speak. Not from Jeff. I didn't tell Jeff, but I planned when Mike Milbury wanted to coach again because he's such a fucking joke. I think Nick could back me up on that. I was gonna like laugh my monkey ass off. So that was the most forced I ever did it. But actually, I thought it landed. Sounds planned, to be honest. Yeah. That one was planned. But I was good, and it was the sound effect for a long time. It's over the top as fuck.
Yeah.
So you finally get off of work to listen to our show live, and I'm in a bad mood. So how does that make
Pat
you
from
feel?
South Jersey?
Yeah, Pat from South Jersey.
Hey, come on, Tommy, cheer up, man.
That was a good guy.
That makes you feel better.
Eaten by worms when he died. Joy would you have now? I mean, really. Oh, fuck. I mean, really. Do you really think like there's some
Richard
fucking
Jones.
magic out there? We're all gonna be in shot from the point heaven when we're all dead? No, we're just not gonna know anything.
Coming at you live from the heart of heaven.
Gonna be eaten by worms.
Cheer up, Tommy.
We were a very tight crew. Like, this is the original team, and we were very, very tight.
Only one team's gonna win, and the odds are really against any of our teams winning. So you're all gonna be sad by June. I got news for y'all. That's the truth. You're all gonna be sad.
Yep, and then when you win the cup, your team's probably not going to win the cup the next season. It's just a constant roller coaster of disappointment.
480.
This is my the first drinking stream. This is before I got married. This is my bachelor party. By the way.
Jesus.
Yeah. I did it online, and we thought that Andy Melanakis called in. You'll find out why.
You're on the air. Tommy C's bachelor party.
Oh yeah, is this your bachelor party?
No, this is fucking Jaren's bachelor party. What do you think it is?
Yeah.
It seems pretty pathetic.
It does.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Whoa.
Look, I mean,
The
I'm
best
big.
man look like... Yo, does the best man have diabetes?
Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, I don't.
He's got a.
Neither do I, guys.
He's got a lot of shit wrong with him.
Not that long
Last time you
ago.
got tested?
Not that long ago.
Not too long ago?
No. Your mom, she tested it for me, but it was really weird. They usually test by sucking my cock. It's weird. She said I was
My
clean.
mom's actually dead. I'm actually 43.
Well, we dug her up and fucked her.
You're 43.
We dug her up and
I
fucked
actually
her.
am. I have a hormone disorder, you asshole. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I have a hormone disorder too. It's called
That was one of Dave's best lines.
Was that actually Andy Milanakis?
We have no. I asked him when he used to follow me, and he said no, it wasn't him.
Okay.
I asked him. I thought he might have been trolling for the thing. Because after Baited, he followed me, and we spoke a few times. When he made this idiot of himself with Elon Musk, he unfollowed every drama channel ever. Because Justin Wang really tore into his ass. You know,
oh yeah,
really
when he was like, I was the first meme or something like that.
Yeah, he made memes first or something like that.
Yeah.
I still like Andy. I was kind of disappointed when he unfollowed me.
He invented memes.
Yeah, he invented memes. I think he was just high when he said it. That's all. All right, this is me talking about my raging divorce at the time.
I'm just getting more and more pissed off at myself as I'm starting to walk home. I'm like cussing. I got my headphones on, but I'm swearing. I'm cussing. I'm a big fat guy cussing. Just down the street, right? I slam my fucking cane on the ground out of anger, trip over it, fall. I roll like 7 fucking feet like a goddamn fucking ball. I hurt my back so bad I had to sit at the fucking bus stop and call my wife to get her to come pick me up.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of this. Oh, it's okay. Put the camera on. Put the camera on her. I'm electric.
He's literally, I'm teaching him how to go out, like pick up a girl. That was like the big meme on the show back then. Meccabat, who was lived in French Canada, but for some reason he couldn't learn French, so he struggled in school. And they had to send him to an English school because he sucked so bad. By the way, he's a doctor now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no joke. He's a doctor now. And we always made fun of him because he couldn't get laid. So he's like, yeah, I know how to talk to girls. So his sister was kind of cute, and he pretended that he was talking to a chick because he knew I hadn't really seen his sister too much at that point.
Go out with me.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird.
Go out with me.
It's not her sister.
Ah! You tried to fool us.
Yeah.
But I'm your sister.
He does a lot of things away from the play. He lines up all the water bottles. He checks if the water bottle's full for the goalie. Hey, Hank, is everything good? Yeah, good. Good, Rick. Yeah. He talks to the ice girls, and he's very pleasant and polite. I don't fucking care. I want Rick Nash to score goals. Score goals, Rick Nash. Score goals, Rick Nash.
And he never did. Not in the playoffs. Right, Nick?
I fucking hate Rick Nash. I have to say, I was getting flashbacks with Zibanejad in the first half of the season. He's not scoring a lot of goals, but his power play and he's been moving the puck around really well. Yeah. He had COVID. Did you know he had COVID? He had COVID before the season started. It's really been, we are 25 games in, but he's off to a slow start in the 52-game season. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there are no more ice girls anymore.
When the NHL, when the Rangers people stopped doing it, we had one game on NBC, and they're like, Mika Zibanejad having a slow season, but it's important to remember he had COVID. And I'm like, it's been 30 games.
He's like an athlete. The Leaping Lizards. Let me tell you, I want to point out Leaping Lizards in the chat. He is one of the few drama fans. I mean, Leaping Lizard has stuck with me through thick and motherfucking thin. And he said he missed Frenchie Ben. Frenchie Ben was a member of the show. He was funny as hell, wasn't he? And we were the same age too. He's only a month older than me. And I miss Frenchie too. He came back like 2 years ago for just like a minute, right?
Yeah, that's where I met him.
You met Frenchie Ben? He's a good guy.
Yes, I definitely did.
He's a great guy. Yeah, he is sorely missed. Absolutely. Leaping Lizard needs a yeah. Well, I have to give a medal to him and Sleeping Angels, but I would say, like, as much as I love Sleeping Angels, Leaping Lizard appears in the chat like all the time. I mean, there's never time. We might have to do something for Leaping Lizard, for sure.
So he put himself back on the show?
That's so funny.
He asked me back on the show.
He put himself back on the show,
and then texted me. And then texted me to tell me he can't make it. And then I said, "Okay, Dave, get the fuck out of here."
This is after a fight that all of us had. It was the first falling out, and it was a kind of a sign of the thing to come between me and Cronin. If I'm not mistaken, Leaping Lizard, you found me through Cronin, correct? I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, we got to make something we got to do something for Leaping Lizard for show. And I've never spoken to Leaping Lizard in all these years. I've never actually sat down and talked to him. Crazy enough. I think it probably should change. We're going in 10 years, bro.
I called him Dave, and then I said,
entire piece of cord.
I don't even know why anybody's surprised about that. That's the thing.
I'm not surprised about that. I think I'm mad because I'm surprised.
This is us talking about the breakup with Joe Cronin.
Not surprised. Like, I don't want
that makes sense, actually, in a weird way.
I don't want my inner Tommy C to be correct there, you know?
Is that really it? Is it just has to do with me being right? I mean,
partly?
All right.
I have parts of you inside me, believe it or not. I'm a rage-filled man at times.
You can interview and go back and forth.
What state?
And Dave, if you want to be there, you can.
No, he can't be.
I'm sure I'm busy.
My ego.
All right, this is before Tommy and C goes on Tosh.0. Right?
Cannot handle. I sit next to Dead on Dave enough. I live much too close to him. I have to go over his house. There is no way when I make my appearance. Actually, Tommy, I gotta be honest with you. I'm a selfish bastard. Can I go on after Tosh.0? You're like, oh God, I'm gonna get fucking for it. I'm gonna get fucking for it. And then you go to a lawyer, right? And the lawyer's like, welcome. This isn't that bad. Guess what? You could get all her shit. Really? Yeah! She's a horrible person! You're gonna win! And you go back like, oh my God! You talk to your ex-wife on the phone. Listen, bitch, I got you. My lawyer told me that you are fucked! You go to court, bang, you lose.
You lose. It's hard.
And then you know what that same lawyer
is to minimize damage.
You know what that same lawyer does? You know what he does? He goes like this. He goes, this never happened before.
That is the best advice I've ever given. I'm not kidding for anybody who's going towards. I'm not joking. If people have found that video, don't know anything about Tommy C, baited, shot from the point, nothing, and they're like, you were absolutely fucking right. I still get messages on that video to this day. It's 100% true. You are there to minimize damage. That's it.
To come pick him up after she already picked him up to buy the stupid game. Then she takes him over there. He turns the game in, and he's like, I want it back. He goes back to the game, and lo and fucking behold, EB Games says, guess what? You've traded it too many times. We're not giving it to you again. This
is actually one of my favorite moments. This is 100% true. He turned in NHL 15 like 3 or 4 times. Fucking bat. Because he liked it and he didn't like it, and then he liked it and he didn't like it. And then he ran out of the trade policy. They told him to go fuck. So he calls EB Games in Montreal crying. Watch this.
A call from Matt. Don't go to EB Games. They're terrible. They're terrible.
The worst thing is that I called them twice after just to say, sure you can't make a little exception? And every time he's getting more and more pissed.
That you should have recorded.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
That you should have recorded.
Oh, I'm gonna call a third time now.
Yeah.
Hello, I can't speak French. I got kicked out of school. But, do you understand me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I don't know, I panicked and I sent it back and... God, is there any way I could just get it back? It's supposed to be a Christmas gift and... I don't know.
Yeah, well, sure, I could do an exception, but there would be like $2 or $3 difference to... basically, you have the protection on the game itself, but yeah, you could just combine it.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
So funny. I don't know. You can. These clips are all still available in their entirety. If you go through the flashbacks thing, they're still available. That was one of the funniest things that ever happened. Now, we didn't make any money, but we had a good fucking time, and everybody was tight. It was really good, really good stuff. The only
some
guy
of the
that
best times I've been online is when I was making no money.
yeah, it is. I mean, I had good times making money and the growth, and then we got hot with Toves and
Dude, I don't mean to inject personal. Actually,
Sure.
I think this is going to come up in a little while, but
Yeah.
I watched a video today by a guy named Internet AJ. He's like a big up and coming commentator, 70K.
yeah.
He does a lot of rise and fall videos, and he gets them out consistently. So
Yeah.
he made rise and fall a Keemstar, and when that fucking shit popped up, bro, so much memories fucking flooded in, dude.
Yeah,
I remember when we weren't sure how to like progress through that. And then Keem called in, and you're like, Nick, you want to say it? I'm like, I'm gonna say it, or whatever. And then we were talking. Do you remember that fucking stream that like we got into an argument with Keem that changed the entire fucking direction we were gonna go with that whole situation? And all of a sudden, like 3 days later, I'm debating Keemstar on After Hours.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, that's right.
Dude,
All right.
like he came on and everything just like shifted. You're like, go for it, Nick. I'm like, I'm gonna go for it.
That's crazy. Like Augie's got. I mean, oh God, remember when Augie was coming off and all the crazy stuff that happened
The
on his
Susie
show?
Lou stream.
Oh God, it's
That was
nuts.
live to like 100 people, and that thing has like 50K views or something.
It should. It should. I was off on that one. I remember I kind of not threatened her, but I said, here's what's going to happen to you. And then it didn't happen. And I remember John Swan even saying to me, the environment's different. It's not going to. And I'm like, and then it did happen like a year later.
Yeah, then John did.
Yeah, John did. John took the whole fucking thing. All right, I did break the seal. I got to get a fucking piss. Hang on. We're going in. I think we're going into the baited controversy. Coming in.
So Nick, when did you start watching Tommy C?
I got Keemstar tweeted out, I'm doing a new podcast with this guy at Tommy C and this guy at Colossal's Crazy. So I followed both of them. And then
Nice.
Tommy didn't follow me back, and I thought he was too small, so I unfollowed him because he didn't follow me back. And then but I started watching his show and I eventually followed him again. And then I watched like every episode for like 2 years.
Nice.
And then I submitted to be part of Get to the Point. And then he
Right.
picked the Asian guy over me. And then he goes, yeah, you could be on. And like 2 days after, he like, oh, I remember getting the call from Tommy. It was St. Patrick's Day parade. I was like ossified at 2:00 in the afternoon outside of a Burger King. And Tommy's like, hey, I really like your stuff. You want to get in a call and see how the guys like it? I'm like, oh
What?
God, I'm so drunk. How do I respond to this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a retard? Yes, that sounds good. or something like that.
That's nice.
I had to do it. I had to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, and then Tommy didn't call me for 5 fucking months.
What happened? I didn't call you. I always hated him.
I was having the conversation with Matt about how I got involved with everything.
Yeah.
It's because so I signed up for Get to the Point, and you picked the Asian guy over me.
Oh, that's true. I did. I forgot about that. I did pick the Asian guy over you.
And then you call me. You're like, "Hey, Nick, you were gonna do this Get to the Point thing. Let's bring you on or whatever, and I'll give you the call or whatever." And I remember because I was ossified at 2:00 in the afternoon at a fucking St. Patrick's Day thing, and you're like, "Yeah, you think you're involved?" And I'm like, "Okay, how do I talk without sounding like a retard? How do I talk without sounding like a retard?"
Oh, God.
I was annihilated, and then you didn't call me for 5 months because you canceled the show the next week.
Oh, I must have. I didn't do that to be a dick. I probably just.
Oh
forgot.
no! You just fucking canceled. I was like, oh well, that was an opportunity. That didn't turn
No,
into
but
anything.
when I think about you starting, I always think about the Alex Jones videos you sent me. I was really impressed. But
at that point, I was trying to brute force my way back.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, no, that was really...
because at that point we weren't cool, but like you at least knew who I was. So I'm like,
I know you were like you're like
making
Leaping
contact.
Lizard. You're like the people in here are like super fans and stuff. Yeah, I knew every one of you.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that was so crazy. Well, I remember being really impressed, right, with you, and you're always really funny. But what was it? I think I chose the Asian guy because he actually was a reporter. That's why I went with him.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was funny.
Yeah.
You're like, we got somebody who's good this time. Who's gonna tell the news? He's Asian. But I think that was
But he was a sports reporter. That's the thing. That's why I went with him. He
Yeah.
reminded me of Charlie Min a little bit. So I went with him, but it was all fucked up. And I really don't want to get to the point because I find that's a totally different project. But I really got let down by a lot of people, you know. And
teams don't always work on YouTube. You gotta find the right people.
But the crazy thing about Get to the Point is the content creators were the worst, with the exception of John Scream, because he always told me the situation. Okay, I don't throw him under the bus at all. But everybody else would make promises they couldn't come through, with. So yeah, screw them. You know. So, and then I remember, this was my point. The news part of the Get to the Point was working. And essentially what the news team is now is Get to the Point. That was the whole thing. Yeah. The news part of Get to the Point was working. And everything else wasn't. Yeah. The content part wasn't.
Your mistake is you went for like the highly edited, well, not highly edited, but you know what I mean, like the prepared content.
Yeah.
And you should have been doing the quartering stuff right from the start.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I hate doing it because I feel like it's cheap. It's not that I hate doing it. Like when a big story comes out, I like to get out. But it's not fun for me. You know, it's not that fun. When I do a news video now, it's like, yeah, this is something my audience is really gonna dig. So I haven't done one in 2 weeks, to be honest with you. But and then we tried to keep it with Chop from the Point News, but it didn't work. The quartering stuff worked better.
All right, I want to talk about some business.
This is our first loss.
It's going to suck. I'm going to try to make it quick.
This is
but I got the
2016.
explanation out. For the fans of the channel, this is for the hardcore fans, especially the guys in the chat. Jake Link has stepped down from his host role on Chop from the Point Live, which is our Sunday show.
I was absolutely devastated by this because Jake stopped showing up. Tommy was just born, and his daughter's got like Tommy's like a month older than her. And I was really pushing him, and I mean, I'm sure his wife was pushing him another way for good reason. I'm not jumping on her, but I was generally hurt. And Dave said, you know, he's so popular with the 20 some odd people that we have, you know, you better give him a proper send off. Because like, I remember when he told me, I was relieved. And then I started thinking, no, this sucks. And it did change our relationship. We don't speak that much anymore. He recently got into Arcade 1-Up, but it did change our relationship like dramatically. Because once beta started, I was full force YouTube. But Jake really did a lot of good things for us. And kept this thing going. And he did a lot of funny bits. And when Dave and me had a falling out, he held the whole thing up. So, you know, the emotion you see here is absolutely genuine. when I realized, like, it's like you don't know what you got till it's gone. And then, yeah, you can see me right here. I was just devastated. And this whole thing just happened prior to the blow up of the channel. It was so bizarre. Jake had a girl, Mecha Matt, who was like kind of our Baba Booey, our joke, and he played that role so well. His mom died, right? And then it wasn't too long after fucking Jeff's mom died. And Frenchie Ben just couldn't, it wasn't for him. It really wasn't for him. He just thought it was a bunch of, and it is, look, I know what I do is stupid nonsense, you know? And I think that's the reason I'm kind of pulling back against the rape allegations, because I really want to get back to stupid nonsense.
Yeah. It's
fun. Yeah, it's
people
fun.
don't understand that. Some of it's just like talking about like nonsensical drama.
Yeah.
Dude, I like getting into some of the politics and stuff like that, but I don't like talking about it. I like watching it, dude. I don't like making content about like everything
Yeah.
It's some of it's like stressful. You don't want to be in those worlds.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And this is tough because we were a very tight crew. And I tried to bring Mecha Matt in and show how great he was to the new drama crowd, and he wasn't feeling it. And the fans picked up on it. Even one of my guys, it wasn't even a Shot from the Point member, this Jack Malay, he like outright rebelled and stabbed me in the back. We had another guy named Kenny Morrison, outright stabbed me in the back because they were so angry about the whole baited situation. You know, we replaced Jake with Kenny Morrison, and this part of our history is one of the most like emotional times, hands down. I mean,
I can't believe so many people like stabbed you in the back that you got like some form of success. I just feel like I haven't gone through that yet.
No. Well, I honestly, well, first of all, I think you have gotten mini stabs in the back.
No, but I think I've gotten lucky with like where they've come
well,
from.
I think they're more afraid of you than they're afraid of me. I think that's the difference. I think they talk shit behind your back and they fucking and
yeah, but I don't give a shit. Everybody talks shit behind everybody's back.
Yeah.
It's fucking YouTube. That's part of the whole high school online aesthetic.
Yeah, I suppose. But you know, if I bitch about you behind your back, it's not hate. It's not, I hope you're not unsuccessful. And I think that's the difference. Like, we have disagreements. They hate each other.
Dude, I want everybody to hope I'm unsuccessful because then it fucking tastes better when I fucking pass.
Yeah, I know. But I never wish you anything. And anybody ever coming through, like including Illuminati or anybody else, I've never wished anybody but the most success. You know, that's God honest truth. And I'm super proud of everything that's been built, either indirectly or directly through me. You know. So this is a tough time, you know. But Jeff is always there. Jeff never leaves. Jeff is always there. Yeah, Kenny's still doing shit right. Poor Frenchie Ben. And then Jake and Matt left. Ugh. This is it. This is where it happens.
This autism does not define me. Technically, I'm not autistic.
What? You just said technically you're not autistic?
I'm advanced autistic.
With autism, there's like a whole spectrum, right? You got the classic autism where you have a severe learning disability, but then on this end, above average IQ, extreme abilities in some areas.
The whole community was conned into thinking that Leafy attacked somebody that was like disabled. He's not.
Well, by his own fucking video.
This pissed. I was legitimately pissed here. I felt.
Dude, Tommy NC is just like, could you imagine, like, just. I don't mean to insult Tommy, but could you imagine just looking at Tommy and going, yeah, this is like peak intellect. He's like fucking Elon Musk. Like, we were conned into thinking this guy was disabled. In fact, he's smarter than all of us. That's basically what King is saying. It's like, I didn't realize we were in the presence of Steve Jobs.
This really, but see, I'm also following the trap. Like, Tommy has this thing where he's Tommy has this thing where he brings in people like me and Dave, and we end up fighting for him, you know, and then the next crew comes in and then fights us off, and it's just this constant fucking changing of the guard with Tommy and C. And this is me sort of, I wouldn't say falling for it because it seems out of line here, but like I feel like I knew better because there's no controlling Tommy. He's going to do what he does. I recently, Tommy sent me, and I literally went outside and cried like a baby. His father's last letter to him before he passed away. And one of the things, I'm not going to go into the details, but one of the things that he said to Tommy with his greatest regret was not letting Tommy just go, do his thing. You know, he spent most of his time trying to protect him, you know, and it's kind of fruitless to protect Tommy because it's always just going to get you emotionally charged up. So I kind of went through that in kind of a microcosm myself, but it did lead to, you know, it did lead to what we have now, and the fact that I pay my bills with this shit, just by sheer happenstance. To me, this is a guy on the internet that was criticizing somebody that I don't think was criticizable. I mean, I think it's fair to say Tommy has a disability, but you have to just let Tommy go, just like his dad realized before he died, and let him do his thing.
This dope. He's disabled, no matter what end of the spectrum you're on.
And then Keem called in, which was a shock. Like I wasn't pulling more than 20 viewers, but he found me. And there was a Twitter video exchange as well.
First of all, I don't know if that video is real or not. He's certainly not crying, but how is that different than that shit you pulled with Basher?
Do you
How is that different?
The answer.
How is that different than that shit you pulled with Basher? When something happened offline and then you recreated it. Silence.
It's not
dead
different.
Silence. Dead silence. Keem, you're phony.
It's not dead silence. I was drinking my fucking iced tea, motherfucker.
Stop being
No,
phony.
but I'm just pointing out that you're a fucking hypocrite.
No,
right?
I'm not a hypocrite at all.
I'm sweating my balls off. Look at that.
You can drill who you want. I'm going to drill back. You're the one sitting there playing the victim card now.
You have such a problem with me asking.
I have a problem. I said I was. And another thing is, I said I was a hypocrite before.
You have such a big problem with me and that interview. Trying to find out the truth about this whole Tommy
you're not
thing.
That doesn't work on me because I don't believe
with it. But you have no problem with accusing me of not being a journalist.
I don't even know why I care. In this friggin' interview, in this interview, you can go back and listen to it. I said I'm a hypocrite. And I told you the only reason I'm doing this is because I know Tommy. I'm tribal like that. I don't give a fuck. But here's the thing. I think you should be able to do whatever you want to do. I think you're falsely accused of cyberbullying often. I think people have really creepy agendas trying to get you off the air. But this is the blowback. Stop playing the fucking journalism victim card like you are now, like some of these SJW assholes and these jerk-offs that claim cyberbullying. This is me bullying you back. And we can call it even after that.
I remember
when you told him that they think he's falsely accused of cyberbullying and shit like that. That probably was the thing that put you on the Faded podcast.
That might have been. I just thought of that now, actually. I don't believe that. I think Keem brought me on to fucking screw me. I do wonder that sometimes.
You honestly think that?
Yes.
Like he just pick a random like.
Nah, I don't think he would have said. He wouldn't have recorded the episodes.
No, you got to understand though. There was remember, I got picked up in like April, the April, May. We didn't do our first episode till June, and I remember Clown telling me like this may not happen, and then as soon as we won, Clown told me like that he's trying to figure out a way to get rid of me. So I'm still kind of out to lunch that. Now look, I appreciate everything. He keeps done nice things to me in the last 2 years. So, I've been on Mom's Basement, like you, Nick. Great episode, by the way.
Yeah, really good episode, Nick.
Yeah, it was. So I always wondered if he brought me on to kind of let me down, and what he didn't expect was Clown wasn't going to have that. So Clown and me had a pact, and
You think he brought on Clown because he was afraid Clown was going to make the video, and he tried to build a friendship that just ended up being real?
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
Yes, I do.
Well, what was his reasoning to bring you in? Did he give you a reason? Because I remember an old episode.
He liked
where
my
said,
voice.
I like. That's exactly what I. Okay.
Yeah.
It was like a Make-A-Wish thing at first.
Yeah,
it was.
Like, I like his voice.
It's so funny because it happened organically, and what I often hear from the fans is, it was as if they were there with these two YouTube giants. Yeah, which is, by the way, a really great compliment. But the truth was, like, I didn't know the internet like these guys did. And I fell for a lot of the normal screw-ups that other people did. But I also, I mean, you know, I got a big ego. And I always fought back, and I never lost. I mean, I beat up on reporters. I'm surprised I didn't put the Ryan Lampert back and forth that I had in this. I just didn't think people would get it. So I was a fighter, and I was used to winning all the time. And yeah, this is a win. But the strange thing was, like, Real-talk called me the day after this happened, and he realized Keem was big, right? And he says, he is going to ask you to do something. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No, he's going to ask you to do this. And this was 2 weeks before Keem called me back. Like, Real-talk called the whole fucking thing. He says, he's going to bring you on. This is it. This is your moment. And he called it.
Did you not realize how big Keem was at that point?
I knew he was big, but probably not. Like, I have a much better grasp on what's big and what isn't now. Probably not. Yeah. But I would have said yes then.
Right.
You know, but I don't think I understood on the level that I probably should have understood.
See, I hated that you went on baited, so.
Yeah, I was a traitor. I also want to point out that I did ask Tommy his permission, and I promised myself if he said don't do it, that I wouldn't have done it. So I did ask his permission to go on, and once he said go, and then I said go. And that's the truth.
I actually just found the ham. No, but seriously, guys, I've always disagreed with a lot of the stuff that Keemstar's done in his past. Video. But I never saw it as that much of an issue until recently.
Now, I'm already on baited at this point, like a week. Like a week. Like, I've been selected. I've been selected. I've been told. I've met Colossal. And then within a week, Keem is begging Clown to tell Leafy not to fucking make the video on him. And by the way, Clown was trying to talk them out of it, but obviously it didn't happen.
Because recently he's gone from being a complete asshole to doing some borderline fucking criminal shit on the shit stain that is the internet. And to top that off as well, recently I found out that Keemstar's been shit-talking me and one of my good friends, Grade A Under A, who's also a YouTuber, straight up to multiple different people, and on top of that, behind our fucking backs.
I found it amazing at this time that all you had to say was he shit-talking, and then everybody would dump on Keem.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
He gives no... Oh, wow, 20 pounds. Thanks for the laughs over the years. Thanks, Amandus. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I don't think I even know you that well unless you change your name. I just found it so amazing. This is the first time I realized the power of YouTube. They said nothing. And all they said is, my friend's talking behind my back. And I'm like, what kind of childish shit is this? By the way, I'm 39 at this point. You know, and like what kind of bullshit is this? Oh, you got a new account? Well, thanks so much, Mondes, for coming back. I do appreciate it. I couldn't believe it. And by the way, there was a 20-minute response to this that I made and cut at the last minute. And thank God I did. I would have gotten laughed off the internet. I've never told anybody that publicly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I cut it. I'm like, because I remember talking to Dave, and I said something like, I made a commentary video, and he says, are you nuts? And I'm like, yeah, I think he's wrong, and I got this, that, and then I think it's like he's like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should just let this play out, and fucking just see how it goes. And it would have been I would have been a lockout if I had released that video. Absolutely lockout. Yeah. Because I was like, all right, me and Keem had our fight, we had our thing. Now he's giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. I did realize, so I must have realized at some level that it was life-changing, right? So I wanted to defend him. And yeah, I'm glad I never released that video.
There was a video that I think I made around that time that was very similar, but again, nobody remembers Nick Diorio in 2016, so thankfully didn't do very well and has been purged from the internet. But yeah, I was very pro Keemstar during this situation.
Oh, really? Anti-me?
Oh, no, not anti-you, anti-Leafy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, basically, I'm hearing that.
Yeah, you knew the thing was bullshit if you're an adult. Yeah,
dude, that was like the first ridiculous false pedophile allegation.
Yeah, it really was.
That was like the first one.
Yeah, it's just completely. It was off the rails.
He's been shit-talking us to multiple people, right? Among other things. Dirty rat. But it's not like he's going to be the number...
What'd you say?
Among other things.
Among other things, yeah. They were shot. My friends tell me he's shot in, like... Should I say this? I don't know. I had a source tell me that when Leafy met... Leafy's never told me this, by the way. When Leafy met for the helicopter thing, Keemstar, he was very unimpressed and thought that he was like a rip-off artist. And he was telling that to anybody that would listen to him offline. That's what I was told.
Keem or Leafy?
Keem. Leafy was not impressed with Keem. He thought he was a shyster and told everybody that would listen. That's what I was told after the fact by a very good source. Million sub YouTuber, by the way.
Number one most subscribed news channel for long anyways. Skates is fucking killing him recently. Keemstar is on the decline. Fuck him.
You gotta love that. Shit talking someone behind.
I sold out.
I'm selling out. I don't really give a fuck what any of you people think.
And I was hearing a lot of that. Like, I'm selling out. None of these commentary community jackasses even knew who the fuck I was. And I was a no good fucking seller. By the way, this is the first time I meet Futuristic Hub. And he's sending me fucking emails and all sorts of other shit at this time. So I just kind of embraced the meme, so to speak, and I did this.
Fuck them. Fuck autistic people. Fuck people that are gonna kill themselves. And you know what? Fuck everything. I'll sell out. I want money. Lots of money. That's why I'm in this. Money. I don't give a shit what you fucking two think. I don't give a shit about what you two think either. I'm doing this for the money. In fact, I'll say anything.
Kenny is fucking taking this literally at the time that I'm saying this.
I'll do anything. Hillary Clinton, fucking vote for her. There you go. What are you fucking laughing at? Hey, you think I'm kidding around? I just told my wife to fuck off, dude. Fuck off. In fact, this is the girl I've been talking to. Look at that. That's made by Keemstar. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at those tits. My wife's tits don't look like that. She's been breastfeeding for 3 months. Holy shit. You think I can turn that? I'm selling out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Tommy C, lead host of the Shot from the Point YouTube channel, where we cover lots of hockey and YouTube news and drama. I'm also co-host of a brand new podcast called Baited, where I make big content.
By the way, he was begging Clown to make this video.
Yeah.
Right? And he would never do it. So I was like, well, I'll do it to my 1,000 views.
Contributions like this.
Was there an influx of people?
And this. All right.
Thousands of fucking kids tried to fucking do the same thing as Jackass. Do you think those motherfuckers read the description?
Of course it doesn't reduce it.
I also have 2 other co-hosts, rising star in YouTube, just passing 100,000 subs, The Clown.
I'm your host, Colossal is Crazy, and I'm joined here today by none other than DJ Keemstar. Many of you know him as the Rat, the Gnome, and several other euphemisms for him. Say hello, Keemstar.
And the man, the myth, the legend, loved by all of YouTube, none other than Keemstar.
For them, like, I want to do this fucking podcast.
I am sorry, but I am the biggest star on this show, and if I fucking say let's go, you better get your fucking peasant ass out of your fucking peasant bed.
Yeah, you
get over to your fucking peasant microphone, put on your peasant headsets, and get your fucking peasant voice talking.
Dude, I never realized how bad this was until Keem said, hey, podcast 1 hour, make a Skype account.
Yeah, like, so you got the Baited experience then?
Yeah, I got the full baited experience. Like when you send your kid to camp.
I was at a date with my wife, and I literally got a message on Twitter, let's go. And I looked at it. It's my wife's look. You know, I talk about. I mean, obviously the fans keep the thing going. The only reason this ever happened, even more than Keemstar, was I have a wife that is like, go trace your dreams. Great, have a great time. Just don't tell me about it. Like that's really the like I remember we were on a date. It was the first time we had a date in a long time. You know, Tommy is a baby at this point, and I said we have to go, and she said let's go. We got to make that happen. Boom. So that's really why there was a baited podcast.
It's crazy that she's so supportive of this lifestyle.
She's not supportive in the traditional way. Like she's not like, is everything good? Everything. She doesn't watch every episode. If I could tell when I made her watch it. Like, look, I think I did something really funny, and I think you would like it. She's like clearly pretending to give a fuck.
Yeah. But there's like maybe like 2 people in my entire life that like pretend to give a fuck. Everyone else is like, that's cool. It's never gonna be a job.
But she gives a fuck in the sense that she wants me to do it, you know, because she realizes, she knows that she made this happen for me. Believe me. But she don't want to know anything to do it. She don't want anything about it. She actually liked the hockey better. Because we were talking about, like, she started watching back then. And I think sometimes she misses it. Because we used to watch, you know what really killed it for her? When the NHL TV stopped playing American commercials. She absolutely loved that shit. And it, like, when you watch NHL TV now, it says, we are in a commercial break. And they show, like, pictures of the ice. And like that was what the kill before they showed American commercials. And like when you watch the MSG broadcast, it was like watching like come to Joe's Cars in Brooklyn. We'll get you a great car deal in Brooklyn. 718-663-665. Come today, Joe's Cars. Like they would play the MSG stuff too, you know. It would be like being at home, you know. And yeah, that kind of like killed it for her. And of course the sex stuff really turns her off too. But as far as like, you know, doing what I do on the internet, I think the way she sees it is I had a really unsupportive wife when it came to, I mean, she knew I had some talent. Like she knew I could play guitar and I was in bands and stuff like that. And my ex-wife was just like, you didn't go to school for it, so therefore you're not good at it. Whereas my current wife said, you know, you're talented. There's no way I'm going to stop you. I'll never forget her wedding vows mentioned that I was. She went through. I'm this. I'm that, and she did it all in English too. That I was her entertainer, and a entertainer. And this is before Keemstar or anything, because we got married in 2014. And yeah, that's really it. I mean, she's the. And I'm not. I know guys say this and they get divorced, and celebrities say this. I couldn't be. This wouldn't happen without her, because if she says no, enough, that's it. That's it. It's over tomorrow. But I think I ended up making more money than she expected me to make, with what's equivalent to a fucking minimum wage job in Germany. So I exceeded her expectations, because she knew a soldier that didn't speak German was really going to go very far. She accepted me for who I was and supported me for what I did, and hopefully that leads to other things in the future. But so it really is her at the end of the day. That's God's honest truth. More than Keem, more than anybody.
Yeah, it's fucking showtime! The Baited Podcast is quickly taking over iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it, and all the links are in the description box below. Hell, you might even find a use for that stupid
This has been June.
Today marks the first day that I personally consider myself employed. What's on your mind, man? You're the last call of the day. You're the last call of the day.
It's Deji.
You're the last call of the day. What's on your mind?
Okay, I don't know. I just thought, why not?
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Are you the comedy sport? No.
Yeah.
You're not the.
I knew who the fuck he was. That's for damn sure. Because
Dude,
remember,
when I was campaigning for like a year to get you to bring that as your main song again.
Oh, Dave
I spent
took
like
it.
a year.
Dave took it. Excuse
yeah,
my
but Dave
confidence.
doesn't stream anymore like that.
Yeah, no,
I don't
he
think
doesn't.
he uses it.
Yeah. he streams on. I think he streams on
Twitch. Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Tweet me. Holy shit, it's him! The baited podcast impression I get from Grade is he's a P-I-G, pig. Top English-speaking podcast in the world.
Fortunate, I don't want to say white male privilege or use terms like that, but I have been fortunate. I did go to private school. I did have, the best education money could afford. I felt like I wasted most of it, and as my father will remind me, I did fucking waste a lot of it.
Really? Canadian and white is fucking...
Yeah, that was the most personal I think he's ever gotten before.
Bro.
What?
That's literally exactly how my family is. Like, yeah, this YouTube stuff is great, but you went to fucking grad school.
Yeah, shit.
I get that a lot.
You have more of an opportunity to make big bucks on this one than you do over there. I got news for them. You get a job to make a couple $100,000 a year, you have a chance for 100 million or 10 million or anywhere from 1 to 10 million here.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't get it.
That's what makes this call funny. Good job.
Oh, I'm a nigger.
Yeah.
I'm a nigger.
No, you're not. You're out of here is what you are, you bitch. Terrible. How dare you? How dare you say the N-word when I have a black cat? All right, what were you talking about?
That does not offend all of us all the time. I say the word nigga 7 times before breakfast. I'll be honest.
He's a vicious, vicious man. And I know why he got fired.
This is a shot from the point dead compilation,
From his schoolyard job. No, I shouldn't say it, no. But I got a feeling. Because this man should be nowhere near children. Anybody that's manipulative and that vicious and that spiteful.
So let's quickly go over this, right? Because it's a good one, and then we'll go on to the claims of me apparently being a backstabber. There has been an allegation made against me, right? That literally says Grade got fired from his job as a teacher, right? But he's never explained why he got fired.
I say, like, by the way, Grade has admitted to me personally in 2016 that that he was talking about me. So there's no doubt of fucking about it. He's talking about me. That's not what I said. I said if I had to guess.
He must be a threat to children! Flawless logic, man!
Your allegation was probably significantly more damning than the one about what he said to Keemstar, like in the same video, in the next breath.
Well,
it's hilarious. He's like,
well,
he said this thing about me. Also,
I never said I
Keemstar
never even insinuated he's a pedophile. I said he's no fucking good.
No, you said he was like he doesn't belong around kids because somebody like this is like.
Yeah, the pedo thing never came out. He was wrong about kids because they shouldn't have a lying son of a bitch in front of the kid. That's all I said. And Grade ran to clown after I said it, and this happened, and this is tough to listen to me to this day.
What did I do wrong?
You insinuated that Grade A molested kids, and that's why he got fucking fired from his job.
That's not what I did at all! How fucking dare you! What I said, how fucking dare you!
To be, how fucking dare you! You're a fucking asshole.
I didn't say that at all. I insinuated that he got fired because he's a vicious person. I insinuated by his past behavior against Keem, against his own fans, that maybe he was removed from his teaching job, which by the way he was. I'm not the only guy in the goddamn world that doesn't think he should be around kids. Apparently his old job did. How fucking dare you! I never mentioned or insinuated molestation!
Well, if you heard the news, iDubbbz dropped a video yesterday and it destroyed Leafy.
Exactly, that's my point.
Motherfucker! You got yours! You got yours! Oh, God, I remember being elated over that. I thought, like, we won.
Crazy. Dude, yeah. Leafy and Grade ran off the iDubbbz hate train that he made for Keemstar, and then as soon as it was over, he came and started swinging. I guarantee if Grade stayed big and Grade kept going, he would have got one after. Maybe not though, because he was like super anal about who he did videos on. Yeah. It might have been too similar to the one that was made on Leafy for him to make it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. And then Grade started having personal problems after this, so it just ended.
Well, Grade's personal problems stem from the fact of like the fallout from that Keemstar thing. If he never made that video on Keem, I guarantee he's still making content.
It's still up.
No, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't taken it down. Yeah. Do you know he regularly streams on Twitch? Like he's not like off the internet.
No.
I mean, he made a new video recently, but he regularly streams on Twitch.
I still think he's pretty amazing and mega talented. I think when he came back in early 2020, he made some good videos too.
Dude, the comedy kind of died after like the hardcore aggressive drama content. It was never like this simple funny comedy channel like ever again.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
You play Goofy Donald. Give me a fucking break, bro. Give me a fucking break. Who the fuck do you think you are making a threat against me?
I played some Kingdom Hearts.
I don't care. I played some Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you're so triggered.
I knew I won at that exact moment.
Dude, you gotta put on the drama alert. Is that in here? I totally forgot.
No, it is. It's funny.
never
I
put
didn't know how bad it was until you goofed to me like 2 years ago. We did that thing with when you made that the thing. I honestly didn't realize how bad it was.
Dude, you guys screaming at each other, and Keemstar goes, "Hey, Tommy, even though if he moved, he's still from Detroit.
Yeah.
He's from there." And you're like, he's not from Detroit.
No, it's funny. That was my first sub loss, but I recovered like immediately. So it should have been a wake up call, after the drama alert thing. It was a bad performance. There's no doubt about it. And I honestly didn't realize until you pointed it out. But at this point, I was ahead. But I probably shouldn't have done that fucking schoolyard insult. The other thing was he was high as a kite going into that. He was really, really fucked up. And it wasn't his thing. And I don't know. I said this before. He came on once after this. He doesn't take criticism very well. And he was the only few people that ever admitted that to me. And he kind of does his own thing now, So it's too bad because he was a pretty good commentator and he did have some funny bits. And he's a great rapper, by the way. Yeah, like I was getting too big. This is the beginning of me getting too big for my fucking britches. Excuse my confidence. I'm just starting to realize that's like the perfect. That is the perfect theme for this. Holy crap. I think it's time for a piss break. And more beer. So where
You know what I think
you
should do?
What?
Worship Satan.
Say when you go alone without a friend. See the truth.
Yeah.
You got to stop and listen to your friend.
Crazy motherfucker. I can hear my grandma tell me, turn that off.
This is the first time I played Knife Collection.
That won't be allowed in this house.
All right, we're gonna pause it right here. I'm gonna get some more beer. And
I gotta hop off. I gotta film.
No! Stay on until I come back, please.
All right, yeah, I'll stay on until you get back.
Hold on, and I'll do the rest.
All right. What's going on, Matt?
What up, Nick? I was gonna ask, like, how big was the influx when he started doing Baited? Like, did his audience like double, triple at that point?
I forgot how many subs Tommy gained, but like, I think those were like the 1,000 viewer streams, like shortly after. That's like,
yeah,
it's kind of where the similar numbers to the John Swan situation.
Right. Yeah,
but that's a long time ago. Oh man, dude, I remember I was like out, and I had just heard that one stream that Tommy did with Keemstar when he's like, and if I get in touch with the MLG hoes, I'm putting them. And I fucking showed everybody around me, like, who the fuck are these people? I go, that's a really cool moment, I'll tell you right now. It was really funny that he just said that.
So you're the same IRL like you are on YouTube. You're always showing people like.
Oh god, I always show people stupid shit, but usually not related to the channel. I usually just show them like random dumb videos and stuff like that. Yeah. Bro, I get fascinated. So it's funny. I hate reaction content so much, but I love to watch people react to like insane shit.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, did he come back and leave again?
Yeah, I think I saw him for a second, and he probably forgot his beer.
Oh man. Oh, been crazy. I cannot believe how long it's been. I totally did not think I would have an online presence this long after I started.
Yeah, I didn't come in until late, and then I realized how long the history of all of it was. I was like, damn, like this shit's been going on.
Yeah. Oh man. Dude, that whole 2016-17 time period is it's insane.
Because you know what got me into all of this? Your video on Augie's stream with Rewired Soul, your debate.
Oh really?
Yeah, I started watching that.
Dude, I took the Rewired Soul story months after, like, I think Primic blew it up and everybody else blew it up. Yeah. And because we were busy with Keemstar. So we did like a backtrack, and then I looked at that shit because I just had found out about his canceled book, and the canceled book was so cringy, dude.
Yeah, I saw that was very that was not a good time for Rewired Soul, that's for sure.
No, but I think he should get some.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
That guy's
a person of color.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty decent guy, and like he was really like rising, and then just fucking fell flat.
I put him in the Optimus video that I did that not a lot of people have seen. I got some hate for putting him in there. I'm like, fuck you. I'll put Chris wherever I want to put Chris. That guy's funny as fuck. Like, but he fucking turned around and goes like, what did I get him to say? Oh, he did his intro. Well, welcome to the Rewired Soul. We talk about the problem. We'll focus on this. Actually, you know what? I don't think we can find a solution for this one.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Funny as shit.
Yeah, dude, he's a funny guy. When he went on Tommy Seam's stream, I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious. I didn't realize like how funny he was.
That's a lot of money.
You know what's crazy?
I
can't believe nobody's done like a huge retrospective video on Tommy.
Yeah, you know,
negative or positive.
Like, I mean, yeah, I guess Lieutenant Cobra tried to do one, but that was
but that's like a 20-minute video. I'm talking like I feel like Tommy's going to be a troll video at some point, depending how long he's online, or if he becomes a complete meme, maybe he might be a Wavy Webster video.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, because when I saw like Internet AJ or whatever bring me up in a thing about fucking. I used to say this all the time. I feel like I've like done it as a YouTuber. If somebody makes a fucking if Tro makes a fucking video on me or something like that, like that would be sick. I think that's like the end game of like what makes a YouTuber is when somebody does like a deep retrospective on all the shit you've done in the last few years.
Yeah. Did you watch the AJ video on Keemstar?
Yeah, I watched a lot of it today. I
Kill
didn't
me
finish
for
the whole
smoking
thing.
in here. All right, Nick. I got two things. Nick, what do you possibly have to do right now? Eat a cake, watch video, plesh off, hang out with us. Richard Pence?
I actually am filming Half Baked with Xander Hall, so that's going to be a very aggressive one.
I'm looking forward to that. And then Mark Davies, happy anniversary. I said he'd been going through back calendar the last few weeks. Nick's video today was great as well. Yeah, it really was.
Thank you.
By the way, Xander, you're welcome in here. And any SFTP staff is welcome in here. We're about to go to the beginning.
You should ask Xander Hall to play Minecraft, Nick.
Want to be like the rest of us Nazis and play some Minecraft?
Well, that's how he was radicalized.
Can you let me ask you something? Can you bring up as like Tommy C doesn't believe you? Can you say that? I'm not saying I don't believe you. Tommy C doesn't believe you. He thinks you made the whole thing up because it fits a left-wing narrative that you can be radicalized. Can you say that?
Dude, you know what? I think I can. I think I can believe that.
It's a convenient story. Basically.
It's bingo. That's what I want to say. Slander. So all right, Nick. Thanks for
having me.
By.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, you're a big part of this too. Don't think I don't know it. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you've done.
Thanks for having me on in general.
Yeah. Nick, I think in a lot of ways Nick rebuilt this channel and kept us going. I don't know if I last as long without Nick. I wonder about that sometimes. Let's get back into the show, I suppose. We're about halfway through it.
the gun on anything. This is supposed to be like a house party type song like 2004, so sing along when you can. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
I heard that guy laughing when the song started. He's not laughing anymore, is he?
The day the laughter died.
So this is the point where I find out that, you know, Keem, we can't get a hold of the clown, and you know, Keem's out the door. Like he's gonna quit because a clown and money and all this other fucking horseshit. Maybe this will stir my memory a little bit.
Oh
that
shit!
Will carry on from beyond the grave.
Oh shit!
This is probably when my ego was at the absolute height too, and I probably made. Although I'm glad I made them in a weird way, because I wouldn't have had the show I had the last 3 years, and I'm not somebody that hates themselves. But this probably kept me from getting 100,000 subs. The moves I made, but that's also mean I wouldn't have the memories that I have now. So you can look at it two ways.
Damn.
It's over.
You're right, David is gaming. I got fucked.
David was gaming was probably the first guy I went after because he's calling me a sellout, and I fucked him up. Probably shorted his career a bit. And his whole thing is Keem's gonna fuck you. I kind of knew that. we never would have got Melissa. Yeah, we never would have got any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But the smart thing to do would have been probably, all right, the podcast's over. Thank you, Keem. Thank you, Clown. And then move on from there and not necessarily compete with him and just keep going. And things probably would have settled themselves. But I'm coming off that fight with Nick Cash. That's the first time people really see who I am. I'm not the nicest guy in the world. I've never been. I never pretended to be. But what they saw was that's not the baited guy, because the baited guy was different. There's no doubt about it. It's not me being a phony. I've always said that it really was me knowing when to shut up and knowing when to add something. And I think that's what made it great.
I think if any person was in your position, they'd do the same thing, you know?
Maybe. But see, I never changed SFTP. And you can see that from the hockey stuff.
Right.
Like, I never was going to change that. But, you know, I was a smaller guy. The way we always do it here, we have host, co-host, and sniper. And that's I played sniper in there. And I played that role on Cronin's show as well.
Yeah. And it's a good radio role.
It's kind
of like Artie Lang in a way, you know, on Howard Stern. He's kind of a sniper, right?
I remember like looking through the comments of Baited whenever, and I counted it. Tommy C only talked for fucking 7 minutes the entire episode. I never saw it as a competition.
Yeah, I don't think they get that.
No, I don't think
they think quantity over quality.
Yeah, well, I'm no good because I don't. Yeah, so that was a weird thing. And then when I have my own show, I speak plenty, and I'm not the nicest guy in the world. Yeah,
a lot of YouTubers that wanted to see me fail. Very happy tonight. Here's to you.
There was plenty of them.
Technically, it's not your failure.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's a team effort. You know,
exactly. And it took everybody fucking us up to make this happen. So go team.
Wins a team, loses a team. Hey, don't go blame Johnny on the bench over there. It's all of our fault.
Congrats on 9 years, Tommy. At 10 years, you're a lockout, and I will talk smack on you.
It's coming.
Good health. Thanks so much.
Win as a team, lose as a team. All right, ladies and gents.
So I was in Huey Farms yesterday, and there's a few people that said I should have a thread over there as a lockout, but I'm not interesting enough.
For a person of color.
What's that?
Hey, Tommy, they just posted why Dr. Disrespect got banned. Do you want it, or do you want to wait?
That's big. I told Nick nothing. I told Matt no. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from some voice actors from COD, so same industry, sort of reliable. Rich talked about it. Skip to 402 on the video I gave you. There's summation.
Well, actually,
like
here's what I want to do. I want to make a video on it after this is over. So can you summarize it for me real quick, and then I'm going to finish it. I got to finish this.
Apparently, Twitch got bitchy because he leveraged a potential Mixer contract to try to get a better contract with them, and they basically said, fuck you. And then they just talk shit about him, and that, Twitch being Twitch.
That's it.
That's it.
That's huge.
Apparently. I just.
So there was no sexual thing. There was so this proves Slasher is completely full of shit.
Let's see. Yeah.
I knew it. I said it from day one. I knew.
Yeah,
I knew
because Mixer was shutting down shortly after that. Twitch thought he was bullshitting them.
Yeah.
And then that's So classic.
That's
not impossible. He wasn't bullshitting them, because the way companies fold is somebody up top says cut that shit, especially a company as big as Microsoft. So they might have been talking to him about bringing him over, right? And this is payback. So he didn't fucking rape anybody, he didn't do anything. Oh, I would love to know what Slasher heard. Keep an eye on Slasher going forward. All right, let's get into the rest of this. What are you going to say, Jeff Fluffman?
I was going to say, don't blame little Johnny for kicking the ball in his own net.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when I said that, actually. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hey, it's not his fault. We had a lot of opportunities that we didn't convert on. It's not little Johnny's fault, even though this is the third time he kicked in his own net. It's not his fault that
he's a completely useless waste.
And you can see I just moved into this place.
Yeah.
Like I literally just moved in here, and this is kind of huge. I pay the rent here.
The space. I mean,
it's your fault, coach. You shouldn't be fucking putting Johnny on defense, you dumb shit. All right, yeah, you're right. It isn't our fault, coach. I always wanted to say that to one of them. Never did. Never had.
Punch him in the nuts and be like, no.
What's the motherfucking word, nigga? This for my empire, nigga. Shot-town, they thought we put it down.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never
I told my boss to fuck off and he fired me. Believe that, asshole? This is after the recording of the final episode that was never aired, and I literally told him to fuck off. I think I did release the audio of my end, but it never came out. I think Clown had something to do with that, because I roasted the ever-living fuck out of him. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, had the whole conversation come up, I would have made a superstar. It was that damning.
Yeah.
Because the build was I couldn't stand up to him, and when I did, they wouldn't put it on. I was basically told as much by Clown. It's too much.
Yeah.
And so this is what I did, and this is the one that drove Keem the craziest, because he thought I was, this is when the theme, like begging for money, came in, this particular stream. And I don't even ask for donations, even to this day. When I ask for donations, it's usually when I come back from vacation.
Right.
That's when I do it. I have every right to ask as much as anybody else does. I don't even ask for likes or anything like that. It's very rare, when I do anything of that sort. Bring in Biscuit. He's amusing and he's fat, and his fatness is more of my own fatness that I find amusing. Well, Biscuit's here to stay, so you don't have to worry about that, Richard. Yeah.
Tell me that's not true.
Well, sort of, but
So little Johnny did kick the ball into his own net.
How'd you fuck this up for me, Tommy? This was my one fucking chance at the big time. You fucked it up.
Yeah, it's true. I kind of do that in life, though. I just I do strange things. I go on adventures. My life has been adventurous.
Your relationships don't seem to last very long.
Yeah, kind of. Fucking, you're right. Well, I didn't like hearing that. This isn't about me.
Way to bring the mood down, Jeff. Fuck.
Yeah, watch this. Hold on a second. I forgot to. There we go. That's what a drunk guy is. I forgot to. I can't believe I left that. Bring my bottle opener. So I'll be opening up my teeth the rest of the night, and I'm tying one on. Kind of lost my job. Oh, I got. What's up?
Throwback.
I opened that bitch up with my tooth. I can't do that anymore.
Only you to break my teeth.
That and lost a tooth.
I know how to.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
German guy taught me how to do it. Maybe I'll do one tonight.
I've done it once or twice.
Yeah, German guy taught me how to do it. The way you don't break your teeth.
But I mean, I've done it before, but at this point, I'm like,
Doc!
I did it before, but it was only because.
Hello. I just got home.
Nice.
Well, it's good because Nick just left. You're perfect. We're in the second half of the Shop from Point Legacy.
Yeah.
Nobody above your guy's head. That's kind of fucked up.
Well, it's not the first time.
Yeah, let's keep it there. Good point.
Yeah, we're definitely nobody now.
And
Look,
it's kind of appropriate, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. All right, I'm gonna make a quick speech, and I'm gonna give it the bottom of the part. But this show's about you. I'm gonna let you vent. There will be no spoilers in the show. If I can't answer your question, so I think the show's still coming out at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is your call. This is the day you call. This is the day I met Santa.
Michael.
This is the day I met
That's
Santa.
a lot of money, I guess,
That's right.
for a person of color.
Big enough to sleep
first
through
time I
19
called in,
songs
I'd watched for a few months before.
on your playlist. I mean, I did, but I woke up for this stream. Thank you, Richard. I do appreciate it. I really do. Because you're trying to get spoilers out of me. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong. All right? That's not going to happen. All right? Let me make this abundantly clear. I'm very proud about the work that I did in the Baited podcast. So I'm still, even though I had a huge fucking fight with Keen hours prior to this, I'm still defending him. I still consider both those guys my friends. I expect to have a relationship with them. That's probably the biggest lie I ever told. I mean, look, I'm okay with Keen now.
At the time, you didn't know. You had no clue.
No,
you had no clue. It was like fully.
You weren't in
done.
You weren't in the business like you are now, so you had no idea.
No, you guys are being too generous.
That's the truth. No, I'm telling you the truth.
No,
that's honestly
it's the beauty of hindsight, Tommy.
From a fan perspective, at the time,
I never had a friendly relationship with Keem. I never felt that closeness that I felt with Clown. Right.
Well,
I
that's what I was
wanted
about to say.
him to
You felt
win
close with Clown
because I knew he was wronged. But it's not like I'm not saying he treated me poorly or anything during the height of the whole thing. But he did. I think he generally appreciated it. But when I found at this point, when I'm saying this shit, I'm well aware that he's trying to get me kicked off back in November. This is December. So I'm still fucking pumping Sunshine up his ass. Now, I never pumped Sunshine up his ass because I didn't believe what I was saying. I just thought he deserved a break because he gave a veteran that was having a hard time a break. I appreciated that, but I don't think he saw it that way. And I do wonder what my role would have been if we would have won earlier. You know what I mean? I'm lucky I got 6 months out of it. So, yeah, whatever. But, I mean, it allowed me to be solo.
With Keeman podcasts, they always go away.
I suppose.
Within a year or two.
But I don't want to dump too much on Keem. I'm going back. This is 2016 stuff, all right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Me, Keem, and cool for the last 2 years. Keem has put me on and I'm so fucking thrilled to death that he put Nick on. That was great stuff. You know,
that was great, by the way.
That was fantastic. And I do wonder, and I still wonder if I never was supposed to be on to begin with. I mean, 8 Thoughts told me that he was supposed to be on, and then Sky Williams is supposed to be on their meme cast or whatever it was, supposed to be Leafy, and so I never really knew. I was always kind of the third man out. And I as much as I pretended, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the commentary community like I know it today.
And I was going to say, you can be honest. You were kind of thrusted into this whole community. You never had any experience with it at all, but what you kind of knew.
But here's the thing: all that's true. But I did end up loving the community. I was actually a gamer. You know, I mean, these things were all true. Like I don't regret being in the commentary community, right? I would say one of my only regrets is I didn't get to keep, other than Leaping Lizard and Sleeping Angels, I didn't get to keep the hockey fans, and I couldn't transfer them over because they were there for hockey. That's my biggest regret. It was tough because I started doing shot from the point or in the crease, and then shot from the point dead in the same day. It was too much, dude. I couldn't handle it. And
yeah, you were doing right after
3
that.
days of shot.
I couldn't do
3
it.
shows a day.
I even
3-4
created another
shows.
channel. Like that's what Keem told me to do. Create another channel because I really wanted to serve those people that had supported me when I was absolutely nothing. So it was such a weird thing. But at this time too, like my ego is, I think I could defeat everybody. And it just gets charged in this episode because the money's coming in. People are saying nothing but nice things. And I should have just walked off and said, thank you, and let Keem blow up on Twitter. But back then, if you said something bad about me, I didn't care if you had 1 sub or 1 million. I'm coming for you. And that probably wasn't the smartest move in the world.
Yeah. The Baited podcast broke up because of help me out.
Irreconcilable differences.
What Dave said. Okay, that's really what it came.
Me and Dave always had the best fucking.
I missed that.
Yeah, Dave and me are really.
I missed that a lot.
Look, I have good fucking chemistry with you. I got good chemistry with Matt. Dave and me, there's nothing comes close.
I mean, that's a friendship. There's a friendship there.
Yeah, there's
100%.
Yeah, but it's even more than friendship. We have timing.
You went to war together.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to a place where there was a war.
You guys have actually hung out though.
It's gritty.
In person, you've seen each other. Families, all that. There's a whole nother level to that.
No, but Dave can talk, and he can talk about anything forever and make it seem interesting. So I think that's really more the power of Dave. At the end of the day, Dave can really, really talk. It's. I know you guys think it's about money, and the money is certainly what lit the spark. But it becomes very clear in the episode, which Keemstar has turned over his audio. Clown's got it. He's putting it together right now,
and never made it.
This is more than money, a lot more than money than I even thought it was going in. This is about friendships and relationships and how sometimes projects break apart. Been in a lot of bands, been in a lot of creative projects my whole life. Basically, the only exit I took is when I was, or the time I wasn't in some creative project was when I was in the military.
See, I don't understand to this day how he took this as me trying to milk the community. I don't understand it. I'm everything I'm saying, I mean. And I mean, the only thing I'm lying about is how not mad I am at him. And this is why I fucking lost my mind.
Well, it seems like cancel culture how it is now, but kind of the early stages of it before it was actually a thing. That's the way it felt to me.
Keem thought I was canceling him, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's how it felt to me.
No, I wasn't. I was just.
He thought every shot you took was a try. Like you were trying to just get him off the internet.
Can you call this a shot?
Well, no, I'm saying with Keemstar,
I'm saying he assumes it as a shot.
Yeah, anytime you talk to him or you mention his name, he's gonna be like, "Oh, they're talking shit." But now, the Keemstar now, yeah, he's not like that. But back then, yes, he definitely was like that.
For sure.
Nobody break up, especially when you have egos and personalities. All three of us have them. I'm very grateful for the opportunity Keemstar gave me. I am super grateful for everything that's come with that. I'm talking Comedy Shorts Gamer calling in, meeting all sorts of YouTubers. Big famous YouTubers are in my DMs, man. It would blow your mind. And I always said if it ended tomorrow, I was up. Even David is Gaming. Wish me the best today, who was one of my biggest detractors that got so fucking bad police got involved. He wished me the best and defended me from some fucking prick on Twitter. Not kidding. I have nothing to be.
Although, in fairness, David Gaming, he's right. Not that I didn't know it, but he's going to screw you too. Well, yeah, kind of.
It was just something you didn't want to hear at the time.
No, I don't know if that as much as I knew it was true, but I had to write it out because I didn't have a job.
Yeah, like I think anyone in your position would write it out if they needed like that kind of money.
I'll tell you somebody else who's telling me he's fucking no good. It was Tipster.
Mm-hmm.
But I need a job. I need to bring in money. I'm in this new marriage. I have this new baby.
Yeah.
What do I do? You know, what's the worst can happen? I get made fun of on the internet. I don't care about that, clearly. You know, how long is this going to last? A year, 2? And here I am 9 years later, you know.
Regret that it
ended. 5 years later from this, you know.
Yeah.
But I have nothing to be salty about because so many people would give their right leg for what I got to just experience.
Awesome.
Was he really your right? Was it right? Was it your right leg? Seriously? I thought it was your left.
Yeah, it's my right leg.
Oh, I was right. But about you too. You know?
I got to sort of pretend to be a big YouTuber for a few weeks, for a few months, for about 6 months, about half a year. It was an incredible story, and I'm super, super proud.
I meant every single thing I said. The only thing that I didn't fucking express honestly was how angry I was at him. That's it. Yeah. That is it. And because I was trying at this point, let's end cool.
Out of it. Matt Kine for Baited 2. You're on the air. What's on
the judgment day has come, Tommy.
Yes, it has.
Well, I just want to say, good job for getting yourself on the map. I think, I'm glad I found your channel. I'm sure a lot of other people are. And also, to everyone, don't be sad it's over. Be glad it happened.
That's the way I feel. I was just glad it happened. I'm just happy to be here. I'm Ringo, man. That's great. And
Ringo.
And I
Beatles, yeah.
I'm dead, dude. I'm just here, mate. I don't care about what's happening. I'm just here.
I'm here to play the drums, mate.
I'm here. I just peace and love.
That's all I think that's the best and healthiest way to look at it. Just be glad it happened. Holy shit! This is fantastic. It was a crazy 9 months. Those episodes are like they're like an epic. They also tell a story.
It's true.
Begin, middle, and end. True. So I can always be proud of them. I'll always go back. I'll probably a year from now I'll go back and listen to them, and I'll probably.
I never did. That was a lie. I meant it when I said it, but I have not listened to a Baited episode in 5 years.
Shed a tear or two because oh my god, what could have been? But I can honestly say that I gave it my best, and I think everybody else could say that too. It's just that we couldn't meet in the middle. Not fun for us. We got to take phone calls.
That works out well, though.
All right, actually, and we do have somebody in the phone call right now. Santa Claus, you're in the chat
there you go. Yeah.
for the holiday spirit.
Hey, Nick.
Yo,
Hey.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
How are you?
But YouTube dropped a video 4 hours ago called the Creator Responsibility Initiative, and the whole 4-minute video sounds like they're talking about Deaf Noodles.
Wow.
We have to check that. There you go. I guess I got a news video to make tonight. Jeez, how am I going to take care of my kid and get everything I have to do tonight? Holy Christmas.
Dude, it's like you can't even look at that. It's
like what are the one of the things? What are the one of the give me a quick summary.
It's like, hey guys, you know what? With great power comes great responsibility in the YouTube space. And if you're causing trouble with our advertisers and you're attracting some negative attention or doing some stupid stuff, we're going to revoke your monetization. We're going to take away your partner manager. And I'm like, holy shit.
See, I'm not too happy about.
They've been doing this. They just plainly saying
no,
it out
because
loud.
if anybody digs up my shit, and I mean, look, who got nailed last time? The only guys who were getting nailed were million sub YouTubers. 8 Thoughts just got nailed this time.
Yeah, but the guys who are sending out the journalists and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a big fuck you to anybody who's running around with journalists. I'll link it to you. I gotta go record.
Give journalists more power?
I don't think that. No, I doubt it. It's discouraging people from going there.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I would give this a watch, but tell me you don't think this whole thing is about Deaf Noodles. I gotta go record, but I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, talk to you later, man. Say hi to Xander Hall. Peace. All right, back to fucking other emotions. This is the toughest call I ever.
The fall of Deaf Noodles has been the best thing that's happened in the past probably year.
And I'm not even enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it, but it's just funny to see somebody fuck up that hard and not take accountability for it.
Yeah, it just keeps going forward.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
If he was a right-wing wacko, he'd have been gone by now. More like a Ralph type, yeah.
Oh, he would have been gone ages ago.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right now, Santa Claus, you're in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
For the holiday spirit.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
How are you?
I was so nervous.
That's early, dude.
And just
I
wanted
was
to
so
say
nervous.
thank you to you guys because you're the guys who've kept me sane through hospital and shit.
Where you at, buddy? Where you at?
UK.
As far as the hospital's concerned, you all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
You all
Taking
right?
its time.
Can you talk about it?
Don't mind.
Okay.
Don't mind, to be honest, but I just want to say thanks to you guys for keeping me sane. And sorry to hear Baited's going, but all the best to you guys.
Hey, all the best to you, buddy. I mean,
here's the thing too. I did cut it when I made the final edit. You didn't think you had much longer to live at that point. Correct?
Yeah, at that point, no, because I had so many different surgeries, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it just would not stop.
Yeah, you thought it was lights out pretty soon.
Yeah, it was like, I thought, shit, I don't have long.
How old were you at that point, Santa?
When I called in,
5 years.
2018?
It was 5 years ago, December of
2017.
16. That was 16.
2016, so I would have been 20.
So you're only 2 years after you fucking got the condition. 2-3 years after.
Yeah, only 2-3 years. It like spiraled.
Yeah. So this is like one of the things I was always worried about, because I did cut this out because you're on the team.
Yeah.
And I don't believe me. I don't believe you lied, but I was worried about Tonka.
Yeah.
When I cut this
I
video.
get that. Yeah.
And I don't believe you lied for a minute. I don't think you exaggerated. I met you in person. You're in a wheelchair. And the thing is, it's quite an accomplishment that you've survived as long as you had. And if I'm not, when I read about your condition, most people don't live past 30 with your condition. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people don't make it.
Yeah.
So I just want to make this one clear. I don't believe that you were exaggerating or bullshitting me for a minute. This you really thought, this is the end.
Yeah, at that point I was like, nah.
Yeah. It's
not
crazy. It's crazy
Yeah.
how things work.
And like putting all the new stuff, all the stuff you've done for the team aside, like, dude, you're a fucking great person.
Yeah, and Jeff really pointed
that's
out.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy to like.
No,
the opportunity
you've
met you.
done fantastic things, and I know me and you have been in dramas and gotten in fights before, but don't think for a minute that I don't appreciate
All of us,
everything
though.
you've done. And
Yeah,
by the way,
all of us
see,
have.
during the get to the point days, you were the most active. You always pushed me. For
real,
and
yeah.
what have you for sure.
I think I was in with you every morning.
Yeah,
pretty
and you
much.
gotta remember something about Zion. Zion's in a wheelchair. They have him on tons of fucking pain medication, and he still tries to keep things going. Probably when he shouldn't, and just there has been times where
just crash.
Yeah, there has been times when I've gotten mad at you, and you were high, not because you were fucking smoking pot, because this is your medication. But you're such a fucking workaholic and shit that So me and Xander's had it out before and what have you. But yeah, this is the beginning of a relationship. And by the way, those tears you're seeing are me fighting back are 100% real. And I think this is what got Keem going. But it had nothing to do with him, and it had nothing to do with Baited. It had nothing to do with anything. It had everything to do with I was realizing like the impact we were having on individuals, and it choked me up. I'm a human being. Like, what do you want? Here you go. Let's listen to the rest of the call. You can see Dave. Look at him.
Thank you, man. Hey, take care of yourself, all right, bro?
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, I'm going to take another
Take
call
care.
now, man. Is there anything you want to spit last minute, or?
man, that got emotional very fast.
Thanks, Santa. Take care of yourself, brother.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
I've been
Santa.
getting this
Thank you,
shit.
Santa.
I've been getting this shit all fucking day.
That was another thing. There was a lot
Yeah.
of people coming to me at that point that said they had disabilities, that they were dying, and I was just getting it. And then you just came in and culminated like everything that was going on through my emotions. At that point, too, a couple hours earlier, I was on a call with Dave. I've never told anybody about this. I was in tears with Dave. I fucked this up. I screwed this up. I fucked everything up. I knew I'd do it. I've always fucked up everything in my life that I ever had good for me. And, Dave heard me cry like a bitch, at that stage. So it's like a culmination of all this stuff. At no time am I hating on Keem, other than I felt like at that point, like I had gotten everything about Keem off my chest. I said it on Baited, and at this point I think it's gonna get fucking. We're gonna do it, but obviously Keem's watching, and he had other plans. Like, and the thing that bothered me most, some fucking guys that I'm unfollowing you, and he had every right to, and Clown and Keem, because you guys are bitching about fucking money, and I don't have my fucking garage gas pumping job to go to anymore. And you guys that are fucking pissed at us, I get it. I do. I've been in your spot before, and I'm so sorry. And then
I get that.
I hear something like
kind of bugged me a little.
this. I hear something like that, and it's not lost on me. It really isn't. I can't. Did Jeff have to go? I guess he did, huh?
Yeah, he had to go.
Okay, I can't be more. It's not lost on me that if you think we're a bunch of petty shits, that's okay. But I only thing I can defend us as is the only thing I can defend is it's got to be right to do a creative project, and not everything's right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how it is. That's how it is. I hope you don't think that's selfish. I really don't. This is not a work. People maybe change. All right. This is the next day. So
that was the day after.
This is when it happened. So I guess I got that stream. So I guess I was wrong. I got that stream, and then the next stream is the one that pissed Keem off. Okay. I thought they were the same one, but I apologize. Changing their minds and stuff like that. I mean, stuff like this happens in projects. No one's trying to work anybody over. And I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, still defending them.
Yeah.
Still defending them. I could say I swear on my kids, but I'm not religious and I don't believe in God, and that doesn't mean anything. I go with the whole George Carlin thing. They're smearing my mother's tits. What do I care about my mother's tits for? I don't care. And that whole act. But I'm telling you, I'm basing my whole. There is no work. I gotcha. You're baited type thing going on here. I was left with the impression that the podcast was over, and I broadcast because this podcast, Tommy C's SFTP. Okay, so I think if I'm mistaken, it was over. I said goodbye, say anything, and now I'm hearing it's not over. P is about me and my friends, and I talk about what's going on. By the way, I'm not controlling any of this shit. My life. Yeah. That's the purpose of this channel, or at least what it became. That's
the point.
Well, it was originally what Shot from the Point Live was supposed to be, and then just things changed. Whatever. It was what it was.
It's called evolution.
Yes, it was called Evolution,
and it's wonderful.
I have this small little YouTube channel, and I'm part of this like mega podcast, and that's there's a lot of things that's what's going on in my life a lot, and people like to hear me talk about that, so that's what I do.
Just start yelling.
440.
Keem the greatest YouTuber of all time.
He certainly is. You don't have to prank me. You can talk.
Right now.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? You don't have to prank me. I'll take a call, bro.
Pretty good.
What's up? What's on your mind?
About to come back?
I hope so, dude. We're gonna work on it tomorrow.
Dude, I'm hoping so too, man. You do a great job, though.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Keemstar is one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, dude,
if he quits tomorrow, he has a permanent mark on this website. There's no doubt about it.
Without a doubt.
This is how uncomfortable I am saying that. I mean, it's true what I'm saying, but I am not happy.
Man, the YouTube community needs Keemstar, man. Because some of these people are so scummy. It's unbelievable.
He's probably right, actually. Yeah, well, I tend to. I've always enjoyed Keem even before we met. So, thanks for the call, brother. I appreciate it. Take care.
No problem, man. Thanks for the hard work, dog.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. Do you got anything for me?
I gotta tell you something.
I wanted to end the podcast by now, but I don't feel like I've taken enough calls. There is another thing too that I want to bring up. I didn't stream like other streamers who just flip a stream on. I still to this day have hard times. You know, like it was, I think back then it was 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. You know.
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Yeah, like I think Keem saw me as milking this shit, but this was just the evolution of baited.
It's a schedule.
I did fucking Sunday through Thursday at that point. That's what I did. And you guys know I really haven't. I changed the schedule. Now I do Sunday through Tuesday and Thursday. I skip Wednesday. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the case right there.
After this call, let me tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the whole 13 episodes, and I hope it can be.
I think it can be fixed. I think it can be.
Yeah.
Fixed.
I did think that when I said that.
A message in Discord, Dave.
I did, and it is kind of interesting, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'd like to put this out there, and I want you to react to it any
Go
way you
ahead.
see fit.
Go ahead.
Tactician writes, Dave, this is a quote from Keem. He quoted this earlier in the chat. Drama alert, Tommy is milking this for donations. I
That's
tried
fine.
contacting him all day. He has ignored me. But this is the most important
I think
part.
That's not true.
Keem just took the first.
Wait.
Shut up!
Baited is not ending.
Okay.
I've ignored him all day, and baited is not ending.
Yeah.
Maybe I did though. Hold on a second. I think he might be telling the truth now. I'm thinking of it. I may have ignored him because I really resented the fact that I had to end this shit.
Yeah.
But this is where I lose it. It's just an emotional roller coaster. You know, this is where I lose it. Like it's like I've been
Yeah, you're
defending,
just thriving off
defending.
emotion here.
And then why would you say that I'm milking this shit when I'm fucking broadcasting fucking from Sunday to Thursday every week? I did it through hockey. I did it through this. Nobody had a problem with it until now. At a hard time. I never really did streams. I still don't. This is a stream. I did shows. I've always done that.
You did.
And perhaps, in fairness to Keem, he didn't understand that. Because I didn't look at it through a YouTube lens. I didn't know anything about YouTube. You know, it was just, it was like, yeah, that's it.
You knew podcasting.
Baited is not. Yeah, I knew. If I knew radio, I didn't know podcast. Podcasting, God, it was only a new thing when the iPod came out, and that's why they call it podcasting. The first ones I ever, I want to say like 2002, 2003, something like that.
Yeah.
But man, ending.
But
So if he wants to call me milking this for donation, that's fine. Guess what? Keemstar.
This is where I lose it.
My show.
And by the way, this is a turning point in my career, my life, and everything. It was a volcano erupting. Rather, I don't even know if I have control at this point.
Doesn't revolve around you. My life doesn't revolve around you. I appreciate everything you have done for me. But guess what? I get to talk about my life, and I don't have to answer to you. I don't have to answer to you if I talk to Leafy. I don't have to answer to you if I say, hey, John Scarce, thank you very much.
Look at Dave and fucking Jeff.
Yeah,
it's over.
They was just, oh fuck.
It's because they know what's coming. They know me at this point, you know.
For attempting to be on the show, that doesn't make me a traitor. So saying I'm milking for donations, that's great.
Which is what we say it all the time. What's the big
That's
deal?
great. Guess what? I'm in business.
Dave, we've hoarded ourselves
Yes.
on this channel many times.
It's such a joke too, because neither fucking Jeff or Dave really hoard themselves, and neither did I. They're trying to help me at this stage.
We still do, which keep it coming.
So you want to criticize me?
Jeff has made almost no money off this podcast. None.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's the leaf. So he's just literally trying to help me here. You know.
He's trying to find a way to help.
Yeah, that's it.
You're not allowed on my show just because you want to be on my show. Clown should have told you already that we're going to talk this out. Baited is not any. If you're going to tell me to work, you're going to tell me to work. But guess what? This shit ends right now. If you want to do this in public, and guess what? You're going to have to wait 24 hours to talk to me. Now you're going to have to suck it up. You're not in charge of me. You're not in charge of my airwaves. You're not in charge of my stuff. You're
I even say airwaves. It's radio.
my business partner. Act like it. Got it? Good. Because here's what you could do, Keemstar. You can fire me. And I'll be fine. Because I think you've misjudged me just a little bit. I stuck up for you because you were in the right. And those guys, Late Grade and Leafy, were abusing you and trying to come off like heroes doing it. But I'll be fucking damned. Damned! If I am going to not talk to who I want to talk to, not have the opinion I want to have, and be controlled by your personal feelings. I have given you enough respect, gratitude, support, and if it's not what I have done in the past is not enough for you, and you're worried about being disrespected, if you're worried about being disrespected, guess what? This is where my respect fucking ends. You got enough of it. And I am willing.
Look at Dave and Jeff. Their expression just says everything.
To work at McDonald's to prove my point. Try me. Don't go public again, motherfucker.
Woo! Keeman Clown were watching this. This is what Clown told me at this time. And he went apoplectic, according to Clown. Now, you saw that right there?
Yeah.
I'm getting this. I get this pain before I get a fight.
Pain in your back.
In my back. And you can see it. And I don't know if I'd still get... Yeah, when I get really, really upset, I get this pain in the right side of my back. I don't know why.
Right side of your lower back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know me too well by now, and you can see me doing it. Right,
you always see it.
I am. Yeah.
So what's the status of Baited? How do you think that's?
I'll work. I'll work.
Now it might be
I'll
different.
work. I will work. But no one's telling me what to do with my channel. Nobody. You either have helped me out of your good fucking heart, or I'm your slave. Guess what? The latter isn't true. We're talking out of the public. And I'll tell you something else. When you were so concerned about fucking Baited Ended, I didn't get a DM from you. No, I got an unfollow. Like a teenage fucking girl. True. And then, all of a sudden, after your apology, you refollowed me. Our relationship is going to change fucking dramatically. I'll see you tomorrow, Keemstar.
That doesn't sound like a dick sucker to me.
Peace.
This is the almighty infinite.
That was a life-changing moment, and it was literally captured live.
I remember you breaking that headset.
Yeah, it was gone. I literally had to get one the next day. I mean, everything you saw there was 100% genuine.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that even pumps me up now. I gotta pee.
Yeah, poor headset.
Yeah, I had a friend that every time he got like angry, he had a pain in his back, or he got anxious, he'd have like a really bad pain in his back.
Yeah, it's something to do with the nerves. Lower the back, that's where a lot of people have problem if they're like really upset, angry, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's lots of studies that have been done which show that anger causes lower back cramp and all that. You hold it in too long and your body stiffens up.
Yeah.
Tense up their back without knowing it. Yeah, that's one part of it. Yeah, you were 21 at the time, Jeff. Crazy.
I do it with my jaw. My jaw tenses up when I get anxious.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when I get anxious, what do I do? I don't know, because most of my muscles made of mush. So can it really tense up if it's mush?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, I like wiggle my limb. My leg where
Yeah.
my leg is missing. I like
Oh,
Google
right.
it really fast.
Yeah. Trying to think what I actually do. Don't fucking know. Yeah, most people would be. Oops. Scared to be on Tommy's show at 21 years old.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see.
Why is everyone in the news team disabled? I don't know, Cole. You still looking in the mirror? Or you just realizing? Here he is.
Talking shit. Bro, I bet you didn't realize I have cerebral palsy, so fuck you, bitch. Joke's on you.
Cool.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch.
Welcome to the family.
Ugh. I really shouldn't have smoked in here. I'm gonna be in big trouble tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. This is gonna suck.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, where's Clown? I'm already fucking disliking this video, dude.
Dislike.
I actually, you know, I miss Colossal. I think Colossal had good input for this fucking podcast. However, Tommy, I'm fucking glad he's gone. Good riddance. I wish he just died in the army. That cunt.
But what this is really about is the soldier comment that Chad made right off the bat, about 4 minutes in. That's probably the most controversial and what I heard about the most.
I was pissed about this at the time.
So, trying to get really outraged and freak out because I'm a veteran and Dave's a veteran who saw combat, got hurt in combat actually. But there's a problem. How the fuck do I shame anything for views?
You don't.
The fucking truth of the matter is, I've said so much rotten shit about so many freaking people. Grade, Leafy, David is Gaming, Tay Watch Your Mouth. I really don't have much business criticizing him for saying he wish I died in the army. There's nothing I can do. I gotta be honest with you. It would make me a total hypocrite. And I'd be perfectly honest with you. I hope he gets hit by a car and his wife has to spatula him off the fucking pavement. I would absolutely enjoy the shit out of that. I hope that fucking Chad gets kicked by a fucking kangaroo and it severs his balls and he bleeds out while the prostitute fucking steals the money that he was supposed to give him anyway. And as far as Andy Melanakis, well, fucking God took care of that shit for me. There's nothing to insult him for. So
I got a message from Andy Melanakis for that one. He did not like that.
Yeah.
I can't fucking go that route.
You might fucking make money and have a lasting career in this biz.
I did. 5 years later.
Yep.
The way you act in your streams, in your lives, in your pathetic attempts to get people to donate to you, all that shit that you do, right, makes you look like a fucking scumbag.
All that shit. You
and
never
I
tell
know
me
you
what
have
it is.
fans that support you, and I know you have people that fall for your bullshit, but I am not one of them. And when I talk to other YouTubers, they're not one of them. Listen, look what
What do you mean? They kept following me. So, praying to God I would never say anything bad about them.
Chad said. I didn't make Chad say those were Chad's actual thoughts.
How can you
I'm
possibly?
a scumbag. What I said wasn't a personal attack on him. I'm staying out of this.
Yeah, it
You're on a
was.
tangent right now because
Chad did apologize to me personally.
Yeah.
Initially, I did not accept it, but I eventually did. He did. I think Australian soldiers held him to account for that. I do think that he did feel bad for that. I also think that Chad's still a prick to this fucking day.
Yeah, you'd be accurate.
But I do think he generally felt bad from that because he really got some backlash from that.
I know you don't like Tommy, and I don't like Tommy as a creator standpoint.
I tried to get rid of Tommy like a fucking 3 episodes ago, but Clown made some fucking pack with
I gotta say,
that should be great.
Tommy.
I'm sorry. That's also why I believe that.
Yeah.
There you go. It's much has been explained to me. As soon as the Scarce episode happened, which none of you ever heard.
No, nobody heard that.
Yeah, nobody heard that. Yeah, apparently it started there, and by then we're in the clear. You know, I got to be honest with you. Like, I like doing the beta reunions. Don't get me wrong, and I'll do another one as soon as Keem wants me to. No problem. I've done them 2 years in a row since 2019, but yeah, I don't think he wanted me there, and I wonder if it was just a power show. That's the way I always felt about it.
I can't wait for Tommy to reply to his
people.
baited thing that was supposed to come out a few days ago.
A few days
I'll
ago,
watch
like a
it.
week ago.
Well, I'm gonna watch it, and I think I'm gonna like it. I'm not saying I'm gonna agree with what he says, but I think it's gonna be entertaining because it's like, yeah, it's funny.
Oh, by the way, Chad's great. Yeah. I'm not. He's really funny. He's not a bad commentary video maker either. He does it really.
He's good at what he does.
Oh, he's really good. No, I'm not gonna. I think I attacked Chad's talent in the past, so I take a lot of that back. I do think he's talented.
See drama like that. I'm gonna watch. I'll be a watcher.
Welcome aboard, Andy boy.
This really, truly is probably my biggest mistake.
Yeah, that was.
And to this,
you still get comments on it to this day.
No, I don't. I would say since.
Or you did at least.
Up until 2019, I did. I don't get the same kind of stuff that I used to. The same kind of hate. The hate I get now is more Nazi than I did back then. It's funny because back then, because I was familiar with Gamergate, I thought that I would be more of a Nazi. Now I'm a Nazi again, or at least this time. Jesus Christ. Keep starting to, yeah, this is such a weird thing because it's so clearly a joke, and it was such a huge mistake. And if go to the video is one of the most, yeah, I didn't realize comedy was dead. I didn't realize, even in 2016, I didn't realize that you could twist something that was so ridiculous. I still, this was my biggest mistake as far as growing as a YouTuber. As far as being shot from the point for what it is now, this was my best move. I don't know how to, as far as being a rich creator, yeah, this is truly, this is where I make my situation permanent.
Baby, Keem's not supporting us anymore.
Look at Tommy.
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to put your chubby ass up for adoption. Did you hear me?
Like nobody got this was a joke.
Yeah, nobody got it.
This is truly a turn. And I'm literally responding to Keem saying that I was begging him for money to support, right? And none of this is true. Like, none of it.
Yeah, it's satirical.
Read this out loud. My attempt to satirize false allegation of e-begging being you know what? I didn't know what Wings of Redemption was at the time, and that's literally the where I'm being put. My attempts to satirize the e-begging, being ungrateful, is much less demanding financial support from anyone that backfired spectacularly. I had won every other e-drama in the past by telling the truth and laughing at the allegations. the people who made them. This was not going to work this time. I had to learn the hard YouTube lesson that people that see thumbnails and titles more than they watch your videos. I really didn't know that time. I didn't know. The size of your bullhorn can sometimes drown out the truth. I would not see sustained growth until 2019. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And when I say sustained growth, we're talking about 50 subs a week. And after I patched things up with Keemstar. So, yeah, 2019, it was basically Alex. And I've taken hits in between that. I take hits from Bobak's video. I've taken hits, the whole thing.
You bounce back from them much quicker.
Oh, yeah, I bounce back from it. I don't care. My I literally give it up on my sub count. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got 40K here. What am I at now? 45. I made 5,000. You mean to tell me I made only 5,000 subs since this came out a year ago? Most people would quit. But I have this special audience. This is my first loss. And it's so weird. I didn't think I've only taken 2 L's. This and Ralph. That's it.
Yeah, the Ian Miles Chung thing.
But just to give you an idea, you wonder why John Swan lied? There you go. 1 L's enough. You know what, Tyler? You're right. It wasn't an L in the sense I would never gotten to know you. There would never be a Nick Diorio. There's a lot of ways to look at this. But when I say it's an L on going to 100K and beyond. I don't think that's deniable. It's I honestly, look what happened to Tipster. I think if I got hit 100K, I wouldn't get my stupid plaque.
Yeah.
You were growing pretty fast until this point, right?
I was making 10,000 a month at that point, 5 to 10,000 a month. Yeah. But I mean, it was a slow fall. Now that I think about it, it wasn't overnight. You know, it's just the character that I wasn't shot from the point and the character that I wasn't beta was so dramatically different. I should have known. But I'd gotten where I was from raw personality. So why wouldn't I go further with being honest with that raw personality? That's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
And just developed. When I knew it was over, I remember crying on the phone with Dave. And I'm sure he remembers that. Your content became leaps and bounds. I agree. I agree. Especially in 2018 with Tobes and Verse. And the news team. And this is the weirdest thing. I had this hardcore following, just wouldn't leave. So a new era began. And this is the best part, right here.
That is pretty gay.
Why did he pass away? Good cat. What happened?
I don't know, just a strong 3-letter name they can remember.
Car? C-A-R? What?
Oh, God.
Clown, you roast Jeff for about 30 seconds. I think it'll straighten him out.
I roast myself just by being here.
Who is he? I must have called 20, 30 times into the show. I've never spoken to Jeff Hoffman. Who is this man? fuck is he? I'm still confused as to who Jeff Huffman is, and what his purpose is. He's kind of a pointless human. He's like he's your pit lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let me that clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my boss keeps telling me to let me
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the brand new shot from The Point Live. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, that's
a pretty dope. Compliments of Mr. Vega coming from attention. You don't give a fuck. What, you don't have kids? What a shock. You still live with your parents? Do you still live with your parents?
This was a mini yell. This poor kid. $50.
Yeah.
Stay you, Tommy. That's why we're all here. I thought it was funny because it isn't just goofy people you do. It just proves that you have a hate mob on you, and some of them didn't convert, and some of them was the best shows. But yeah, no, it says thank you so much. That's $100 from you so far. Yeah, I get that. Money, I totally get that. Thank you, Big Hoops. Like this core, these 36 people that are in here now, for the most part, I think 90% of them kept this going. If it wasn't for you guys, it wasn't because you saw through the bullshit. If it hadn't been, if that hadn't happened, I mean, at this stage, nobody's with me because I'm on the Beta Podcast. The Beta Podcast was 5 years ago. They're with me because of me. Yeah. They're with me because they believe in the show. Even with Matt. Matt's brand new, and he believes in this, and he's moved up the ranks like exponentially. They believe in what I like to think is truth, a lack of bullshit. All right, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I don't think there's a YouTuber on the planet like me. Period. And I'm lucky I have the wife I have, the crew I have, where I can actually tell the truth. I don't think King can tell the truth like I do. I don't think Clown can tell the truth like I do. Or at least the truth as I see it. I'm not saying they can't tell the truth. So, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I'd agree. Because they'd get a lot of backlash if they were to go live.
I will say this. There are some things I can't do. I'm not going to say I'm 100%. Yeah. You know, there are politics involved. But with me, it would only be if I followed politics, it would only because it would destroy everything.
Yeah.
So sometimes I gotta fucking do what everybody else does. But I think it's fair to say that I do the least as far as like there's a line with me. And I think you saw that. And when I said, you know, fuck this shit, you're not controlling my show. Period. I'm sure it helped that everybody said I was a bitch for the last 6 months too. You know. Came via Augie to Nick. I said to myself, happy to support one of you guys. Thanks so much, Mark. Do appreciate it.
I'm 16.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Ban that guy from my goddamn Discord. Assault, you're on the air.
Oh, kidding with the big 5-0. I think there's a lot about your character.
I remember banning that kid from the Discord after you said it.
Poor kid. He's a great musician now, by the way, from London.
Yeah, I know.
He's an amazing musician.
I know, I've spoken to him since.
On the deck. He's a great guy, by the way. He's a great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
That's so funny.
It's just that hit you on the wrong day.
This is an L. They got me. Watch this.
Don't piss me off.
Don't worry, I won't.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Would you crack open a cold one for the lads? And lads on tour?
You can see me. I lost it. He was stuck in my face. I think it matched your character and the ability to make mistakes. You got folks who've been with you since the beginning. It's honest. It's something the most creators lack. Keep doing. Thanks so much, Kid. And by the way, Kitten has been super supportive, especially in the last 6 months, maybe beyond. She's a sweetheart. I know I yelled at her yesterday, but I yell at her as much as I yell at her.
No, that was a good call. I mean,
it was a real good call.
Yeah.
This is when I used to do Shop from the Point Radio. This is Nick Golo, and he had one of the most classic calls ever. And here it is.
Oh, yeah, that's a bunch.
Fucking, you're barely a CB student, just getting through, and that's why you don't have a fucking job now. Or
he asked me, like, I said I was good at predicting what people will do, and you know, this is what I said to him. Here we go.
Fucking, you're barely a CB student, just getting through, and that's why you don't have a fucking job now or no goddamn plans. And, you know, enjoy the summer, drink a lot of booze.
Dude, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Dude, we only have 35 people in here. You have to do that. I really thought this. I really thought when I'm playing this, I was doing this for folks, and I'm not chasing the donations away, especially the ones on Streamlab, but you know they're pretty overwhelming. You know, this is really funny though. Watch this.
Yeah.
This is me and Nicolo asking me what I thought of him.
Fucking try to convince some poor fucking girl to sleep with you, because after this, it's nothing but working class labor for the rest of your life. Fucking Call of Duty would be a fun memory. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but it's gonna be monotonous, and that's what you're gonna have. Clean your room, get the fucking pizza boxes out of there, show some respect to your goddamn parents. And then maybe, just maybe, some fucking broad will marry you. Hopefully she has a little more money than you. And you can get the hell out of that, whatever shithole town you're from. There you go.
You were close.
And
let me speak.
Oh, come on, man. You can't do this?
I would if I were in a position to.
Yeah, Tommy, I don't have any money. I'm just.
I would if I were in a position to.
Honestly, if you need something, because I can handle it.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
So much, we're getting emotional. But yeah, we are. I've been drinking. So I don't know.
Baseball.
Oh, fucking, I got boogers and everything. All right, I'm gonna try to play this out. Thank you guys so much. And some of these guys are my own guys too, so I mean, it means the world to me. All right, let's get through this. We're almost done. Oh fuck, dude. I'm keeping it, motherfuckers. I'm keeping it.
It's a bidding war. I remember when me and Mr. Irish used to do that to you and Dave.
Yeah, but it's like
when you were together on stream,
22.
made you eat spicy shit.
Oh, they're not going to charge back their way. They would never dare. I've never really had too much of a problem with that.
Let me speak.
Thanks so much. It's not much, but I don't regret spending. You know what? Look, you little guys, people don't understand. Like, yeah, it's a big deal. Everything you guys do is a big deal. Even if you're $1 a month Patreon, it's a big deal. It's every little thing keeps it going. You guys, I think you're doing this on purpose now. All right, this is Pelican would donate more, but don't want to make you cry. You're gonna do it if you fucking do. I tell you that. I think I gotta release this one. I absolutely do. 3 hours, holy shit! 1 hour video, 3 hours. We are down the last 20 minutes. Why do you want to make you? Why do I make you cry? I'm practically in tears as it is. I don't get that.
They want to see you're human.
They want to see the emotion.
Look what gave them any other idea. Permafrost 25. That 10 wasn't shit. Let me. Oh fuck. See, Keemstar would say I'm fucking milking you guys. I can't. I want to get through it. I want to get through it. I think I need to re-upload this though.
Yeah, 100%.
And boo-hoo, Tommy's gay. You guys have given so much, and you always do. You always do. Whenever
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of
Mr.
color.
Feezy, thanks so much, man. It's crazy.
Getting fantastic.
Well, Matt, do you
full
need
on ugly cry?
Well, here's the thing. We're probably gonna have to buy Matt a computer pretty soon because he's got. Stop being gay. All right, I'll get it going. Geez, it's $120 from you. $130, I think. All right, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Cry, Tommy, cry. I don't do it that often. All right. All right, here we go. I know. Look, on Wednesday, it's usually wife and Tommy time. I'm going to tell you what a bastard I am. I planned this on our period.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
So I figure I do the membership. So I really don't serve all this shit. Let's watch the rest. This fuck.
N-word.
Stop.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. All right. By the way, this is right after the bridge into PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
No. PewDiePie. N-word.
N-word. PewDiePie. No.
Jeff. PewDiePie. Dude, you're like my second in command, for Christ's sakes. Did you have a car accident, dude?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. The verse works real hard. He's trying to make me cry. That's what it is. No, I'm not.
Did the bonus check come in?
Yeah, that's exactly what it said.
It's a final flash. As a wise man once says, let's drink it, we can't feel feelings. So buy more Bex. Yep. I haven't done drinking streams. I'm so fat. That's the problem. You guys make me so fat.
PewDiePie, N-word, N-word, N-word.
N-word, PewDiePie,
PewDiePie, N-word.
N-word.
PewDiePie.
N-word.
All right, let's go to the calls.
And by the way, this is Mormon guy. The Mormon guy did this.
I love that.
Great guy, by the way.
Here. Big Johnson, 1, 2, 3. You're on the air.
PewDiePie. Nigga.
Hey, you can't do that! Greg, you're responsible for your taxes, not TurboTax.com.
I'm fucking right yet. That's the fucking.
Well, who cares if you're right? That's the point. You don't listen. It doesn't matter if you're right or not.
I care if I'm right. I care.
Okay, you're right, and you got no pussy. Now, what do you want from me?
You're so right.
Yeah. Do this right. You don't do that right. You don't have your fucking family.
You're not a victim.
I didn't say I was a victim. I'm a victimizer, motherfucker. You MLG hoe fucking
that I made these videos about you is because I think that you're retarded. I think that you're a
Who is this guy?
person.
I don't know. Who the fuck is this?
I'm coming to you from my parents' house, and I'm home from college, and I just want to let you know.
I'm gay.
So I predicted that he would delete tweets. I'm 1,000% gonna delete the tweets. This is an attempt not to look like a pussy, right? Because I don't want to give you the slightest bit of exposure. By the way, this is something like 12 tweets. Thanks to the exposure. You leeching bitch. Dude, fucking all you had to do is ignore me. And I'm pointing out the fact that you did exactly what I accused you of. Stupid. And you're telling me stupid? Get the fuck out of here. Enjoy your miserable life, you fat pussy. And it ended there. No, it didn't. He wasn't done. Look like this guy and he calls me pathetic? What a clown. I never called you. Oh, look, it's Ricochet. Pathetic.
Oh my god, read the donation, please.
What's that? In order to fight, Tommy has to get in the same hair class as Banks. Yeah, that's another thing. You say I look fucked up. I got all my hair. I got every bit of it at 40. You don't have your fucking hair. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see you fucking, like, if I would pay $1 million for this, I would save every dime for this. You know, you walking around the cloud house, I know, Alyssa's reading a book or fucking on her phone or something. You're talking about how you're going to kick my ass and what have you. And you're like, you know, Alyssa's got a
put up with this fucking absolutely every goddamn day and hear how tough you are and how tough you are. And then you're just like, I'll fuck him up and I'll fucking choke him out. Hey, baby, look, I found a really good hair plugs place. Come check this out. You know, because you are kind of a millionaire, Banks. You're a fucking millionaire, and maybe you can fix your fucking hair.
I don't care if my video gets 1,005.
I've been in recent contact with Liam recently. Of course, I've said it's recent contact. So
yeah, it's recent.
A lot of people think this is the best show we ever did. I think I laughed.
Oh,
too
it
much.
was a great show.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I don't know if it's
laughed my
best,
ass
but
off.
yeah, a lot of people really thought this was great. Liam was amazing.
5,000 dislikes. I don't care if everyone on Twitter wants to go ahead and talk shit, because they would never say that to my face.
I would.
And that's facts, you know? And you know what? I do got one last thing to say. I got one last thing to say. You know what I was doing last night? I was reading the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. And you want to know what it says right here on page 5? I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by
whatever Pokemon cards they have.
The content of their character. I have a dream. So Martin Luther King wants people to be judged by their content of their character. A-Drive's content of his character is absolute shit, and my content of my character should be proven by every single day that I come live. So if you want to say that I'm wrong, well, go ahead and tell Martin Luther King that he's wrong. Seriously, man, because that resonates with me almost more than anything that I've ever read in my entire life, man.
MLK for us to get Pokemon games at the right time.
I feel you, Tom. I've never.
That really was fucking hysterical. Circuitry, he's been around for, well, I first known 2017, maybe around before that. You know what I keep watching you? Just watch these clips over and over and over, and you'll understand why. Greatest entertainer in Europe. Thank you so much. I'm sure that's not the case, but I'm glad you feel that way, Circuitry. And Circuitry has donated a lot over the years and what have you. Paul Rome has become a subscriber to the channel. Thank you, Paul Rome, even though you can't know that I'm live right now. This is a funny moment too, I think.
Heard it. I've never really heard.
I used to play World of Warcraft with a guy about 5-6 years ago, and he hadn't worked in a year. And get this, you know where he got his doctor's note in Sweden?
By the way, it was 11 years ago now. This is true.
Yeah.
True story, by the way.
His girlfriend broke up with him.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's surreal over here. Oh, I told you about the guy that went to jail. Me and my buddy Scotty, who used to do videos on here with me. Right? He's a black dude from fucking down south. Yeah. We call the guys, like, hey, listen, when you go to jail, can you leave us your Xbox 360? No, I'm taking it with me. Fuck you guys.
Sure. You can take an Xbox 360 to jail?
Yeah. He was a German black guy, and he was going to jail, right? And he was taking the German. We were going to borrow it, because he's only going for like a month, right? A month or two. He held up a kiosk.
Takes it with him.
Hey, he's like, no, I ain't taking that shit with me. What the fuck? Why you show up for jail with your Xbox? Daddy 05's gonna watch your kids when you are in jail after you lose that big house. All right, let's watch this stupid shit.
Fucking roasting each other.
All right, this toast. I mean, this is gonna have more, be more relative to now. Watch this. The fuck?
What is worse? I feel like it gets worse.
Is it like Japanese? Hey, Toast. Parasitical.
There was a rumor at the time.
It was a rumor, that was it at the time.
It was 2018. It was fucking true.
It was just a rumor.
Shit. I have to admit, Verse Toast dynamic was amazing. It was one of the most fun times I've ever had. Absolutely. He doesn't like me anyway.
Tommy, look, check this out, bro. When I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings and shit, bro, chicken, I had a chick that broke up with me, and I told my general manager I was kind of slow. He was like, "What's going on?" So I went through it with my chick. Blah, blah. You know what he told me?
What?
Man, get your bitch ass over there. And that's what he told me, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I did? I did it.
I remember in the Army they had this. You see a little bit of it in that movie. It was a Gulf War I movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. What was that movie called? Which isn't a bad flick. You remember when they get to Iraq and they say they get to Iraq, we are going to do this, and we are going to hydrate, because that's the thing. Drink water. We did in basic training, right? And that's the solution. Hey, sorry, I'm feeling too good. Here's a bunch of fucking water, right? So we had to watch this video before we went down range about like our wives spending all our fucking money. Like, this could happen to you. Your wife might steal all your money when you're down, and you're fucked. So get a power of attorney or
and by the way, I know 2 guys that happened to. And they were fucking other dudes at the time. So they weren't kidding. The Army wasn't kidding around at all.
This, that, and the other thing. And they had this like soldier actor, and he was like the worst actor ever. I have lost $50,000, all my money in Iraq. I think I might want to kill myself, right? And fucking this master sergeant sitting next to me goes, drink water! You just complained about my suspicions, my speculation. My speculation was correct. You didn't do shit.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're paranoid. Your speculation's not correct.
That's right! You didn't go to...
It's funny, it's weird, because I really love Toon now. Toon's come to Wiesbaden twice to visit me. And he tried to come like a month ago. Yeah. I really love Toon to death. I'm not saying he deserved fucking the criticism, but he really is.
Oh, the criticism,
yeah.
The whole thing deserved criticism.
He never denied it. But I consider Toon a fucking good friend, and I love his girlfriend. My wife does too. He was so good to Tommy. He played with Tommy. You can tell he's just a big heart, huge heart. So he's just you know what? He's just a good Dutchman. That's what he is. He's just a good Dutch kid. He got in over his head in this. There's no doubt about it. But I just want to make it clear. I love Toon, and I do just about anything for him. And I'll recommend you add some. He's a great, great kid with a big heart and lots of energy. And he's a great guy. And I just want to make that abundantly clear. Gosh, we proved that without a shadow of a doubt.
We did go to the... We have the reports. We sent the reports to...
Who? The internet police.
It was shown in the stream. Maybe it wasn't the police specifically, but it was the like FBI and all the authorities that we could. We sent it to all the authorities that we could. That's what they. Yeah,
that's not how real life works.
That is my favorite part when Doc says that. That is not how real life works. That is my absolute favorite part of that.
It's great.
Yeah, it really was.
Are you fucking new?
They told me they handled it, and I said publicly that was handled.
Okay, well, yesterday I made $1 million.
And Running Riot, you said you mentioned FBI. Now you're saying you don't know anything. You don't know? You said FBI in the same call? Look at the chat. Pull back.
I thought you had this, dog. What happened? What happened? I thought you had this. What the fuck happened?
I do have this. Tommy's just fucking making
up a goddamn thing. What are you talking about?
What is wrong with your screen?
I don't know. It's the worst possible time it could have.
You got your Tanacon shirt? Oh, man. He's round. Oh, you're going to get a lot of fat jokes. Oh, man.
Yo, thank you very much for having me on.
Yes, no problem. Nick the Oreo, point man today.
That is Nick, his first fucking time on the air, and his camera froze.
Yeah, it's kind
That's
of
it. This is the birth of a superstar right here. And the one I'm most proud of. I'll be honest with you.
Verse didn't show up. I don't know why. This happens to Dave every so often. I don't know. I like it. You can turn your camera on and off. There you go. Oh, there he is in his fucking heist. There he is.
Two cameras. Wait, that's one camera.
Yeah, well, yeah. Don't do two cameras. That's what. Not NHL. Look at this shit.
Alright, we're good. Yo, what's up?
It's not like I am just a representative talking head of why anyone likes anything they like.
No, you're a talking head of child porn. You're a talking head of child pornography.
Stop fucking cutting me!
No, Chad, you're a talking head of child pornography. Really? I doubt they lost money. Maybe they want to make.
Dude, that's what I was being told, dude.
But
I was being told the first time.
around they lost money, and this time around they weren't going to lose money.
Well, how good is your source?
It's Logan Paul. I don't know. It seems pretty good. You could be bullshitting me.
I can't believe you just did him like that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to.
You can expect that.
Can I not say that?
I don't know. He follows you, man. That's like a huge follow. I don't want to screw it up for you.
When does anybody name their sources?
Yeah, I know.
The first time, yeah, I'm being real. I didn't realize this was secret info. The first time around, they made no money.
Wait, we're live?
Wait, we're live? Yeah. Why, is that a bad thing?
No, you're not supposed to do it, but it's
Am I
fucking
not?
funny. I am doing my job right now, and let me tell you something. Your father, I come home. I love my kid. I love my wife. Your father's got to come home and see you and go, holy shit, where did I go wrong? Holy shit, if I could have had one last drink, I wouldn't have took that fat pig home, and now I'm stuck with this kid who can't even operate a PS4.
I have an Xbox, you.
Very nice.
And I'm working through my depersonalization. I'm still seeing my therapist.
There she is.
And I want to live my life more openly and honestly.
How much you want to bet she's fucking the therapist?
More than anything.
That's hot. She's making going to porn.
I want to be honest with myself, which is something that
That's difficult, apparently.
What's wrong with me? I don't know. What's right?
Tell me, therapist.
Before they go to the interview scroll, that's Call Me Carson, and I can put that all on Doc. Doc nailed this
Dr.
interview.
Carson.
Yeah, one of the biggest guys on the internet, and he's disappeared, and you all know why. It's all bullshit, by the way. But I'm going to let this scroll because I am proud of this because my interview prowess is not... it's gotten better. I can honestly say this point in my career.
Yeah.
But there's a
I
lot
would
of...
agree.
Yeah, but it's not... It's not... I thought this was my best one. Everybody hated it. But here we go.
It just sounds so awkward for a lot of people. And Scarce right there at the top.
Yeah, well, Scarce is the biggest interview I ever had, for sure.
I still remember being sat here with you thinking, yeah, that's you.
That was you. Well, you're the one that said maybe he's talking to you. I got to give it on the side. Scarce comes out and he said, I've been gone for a long time and I want to give it to the person. But I don't know how to do it, or I forget what he said. And then you came to me. It's got like 90,000 views, this particular interview. And you came to me and said, maybe he's talking about you. And I immediately dismissed it.
Yeah.
And a week or two went by. And I was like, yeah.
And I kept reading it. I was like...
I kept bringing it up, and I kept blowing it off. And then, well, Scarce followed me. And I said, oh, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And I talked to Scarce. He got, and it pretty much, you were right. He was directed towards me. He wanted to interview me. He didn't want to interview Keem. Keem to interview him because he didn't know what he would do.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's probably our best interview and most hit interview for sure. Scarce was really struggling at the time, so we got that done. And that thank you for everything you've given me. That's not bullshit. That's real shit right there in that. I don't have anything at the end of the day without you. Keemstar played a big role. Clearly, earlier in this, my wife played a big role because she allowed me to chase this stupid dream. But it really doesn't get done without you and everything you've given. And I think it's how we're going to end this stream. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to the pay. All you guys are invited in there because you all got, what do you have? I'm going to the
membership.
Pay slot, the members pay stream thing right there, and I hope to all see you in there. And I'm going to end it like this, right here, right now. And thanks so much for everything. Everybody that's given me everything. It's truly amazing ride. And we'll see how many more years you get out of it. Because I don't feel like quitting.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.
I gotta pee bad.